Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. The final game of our doubleheader tonight. 4 games over the last 2 nights. The Division 5 MIAA Championship in high school football. As the #1 seed, Hanover Hawks host the #2 seed, Foxboro Warriors. Yes, we're at Gillette Stadium in Foxboro, and Foxboro High School is the away team. I'm Paul Healy, along with Ryan Dolinger and Bill Keith Jr., who's helping us out on stats and also as an official helping us out and knowing what we're looking at with the striped shirts. Ryan, should be a good one.
Oh, I'm excited for this one, Paul. Little home field advantage for the Foxboro Warriors, you think? Even though they're technically the away team, but I'm real excited for this one. This one's going to be going to be a packed house for Foxboro. The Craft's giving away 2 tickets per student for Foxboro, and I'm real excited for this one.
We're going to be right back after this. We're minutes away from the opening kickoff on 1320 WARA and AACS 15 Sports.
Emerald Auto Sales and Service has provided complete auto repair on all foreign and domestic vehicles since 1991. They provide Mass and Rhode Island vehicle inspections and inspections for Massachusetts commercial vehicles. Emerald Auto Sales and Service can diagnose and repair check engine light issues. They're open weekdays 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to 1. For more information, you can call 508-809-6553 or at their location on Route 1 North Attleboro, diagonally across from the Toyota dealership.
A special thanks to Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial, 896 Main Street, Walpole, Mass. Email Rich at rharwood@baystatefinancial.com. Rich has 31 years of financial advising and planning for families and businesses. He also specializes in financial and estate planning for families with special needs children and has the designation as a special care planner. He is the current board chairman of the ARC of Bristol County, a local nonprofit serving the needs of families in Norfolk and Bristol County. Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial. I think the fans are ready to go. We're ready to go. The Division 5 championship game. Both teams coming in at 11-1 on the season. Jack Martinelli in his 42nd year as the head coach of Foxboro. Imagine that, 42 years without a promotion, and we're supposed to make a big deal out of the guy.
Wow.
No, Jack Martinelli, 305 wins, 138 losses, 5 ties. Yes, folks, he's been coaching so long, they used to have ties. Brian Kelleher in his first season at Hanover, former defensive coordinator. Both teams 11-1. We'll give Bill the first shot and then go to Ryan, our expert. Bill.
Paul, after the last game and now we're into this one, this is the one everybody's been waiting for.
Yes.
They certainly saved the best for last.
Absolutely. Not Zavarian and St. John's Prep. Yeah. They're looking for Foxboro Hanover.
Yeah.
What a way to end this, what a way to end the week with this team, with these 2 teams, #1 and 2. It's going to be a great one.
Foxboro's only loss was way back in the October 13th. They lost to Division II champion King Philip, but just 13-7. Hanover made it through their regular season, or most of their regular season, in the first 3 rounds of the playoffs undefeated. Lost to Norwell on Thanksgiving Day, 32-0, when they basically pulled their starters to make sure they were rested and healthy for this game. If it was my choice, that's not how I would handle it, but I don't criticize anyone who does handle it that way. There are solid arguments on both sides.
Here we go. Foxboro going to be kicking the ball off right to left here, Paul. It's time.
In their gold helmets, white jerseys, navy blue pants, white and gold stripes. Hanover, gold jerseys, navy blue, gold helmets, navy blue jerseys and pants, gold numbers. Kickoff return, I believe that was number 4, Vinny Mancini. Nope, that was number 1, Aiden Moody. Short kick, and Hanover will take off in good field position at their own 37-yard line.
Yep, Hanover's got a high-flying offense led by their quarterback, Ben Scalzi, the senior quarterback. His numbers kind of jump off the screen. 73% completion percentage, I think 36 touchdowns this year. So this Foxboro defense, very stout, only allowing about 7 points a game. They're going to be tested tonight.
Wow, they break the formation. Empty backfield, 4 wide receivers right. Scaldi, the righty, rolls left. First pass is incomplete, nearly intercepted by Lincoln Moore, who leads the team with 94 tackles.
Yeah, great job there by the Foxboro defense. Scalzi escapes the pocket to his left. Not a lot of places to throw the ball. Great coverage by the secondary of the Foxboro Warriors and setting up a 2nd down and 10.
They're heading left to right. Ball near the middle of the field. Quarterback Scalzi, Ben Scalzi, senior, wears number 9. Trips to the right. Inner slot comes in motion. Trips to the left, comes in motion. Oh, hit at the line of scrimmage and slammed to the turf. Number 73 for Foxboro, Matt O'Keefe.
Yeah, this is what Foxboro is going to have to do. What a great block shed by 73 O'Keefe there to hold him to a negative gain there on that play, setting up a 3rd down and 10 for this Hanover offense.
Number 4.
Thank you. Vinny Mancini.
Yeah, Vinny Mancini, that'll be their main running back there, but very pass-happy offense, this Hanover Hawks team.
3rd and 11. They are at their own 42-yard line. First possession of the game, no score. Again, empty backfield, 4 wide receivers to the left. Quarterback rolls left, takes the ball down, tries to run forward. He's going to be short. Open field tackle, Lincoln Moore. Did we mention that he leads the team in tackles with 94? Oh, by the way, that's up to 96 now this season.
Yeah, it sure is. Another similar look here from the first down play, a little rollout to the left, and Scalzi decides to keep it here on a quarterback run and gains a solid gain, setting up about a 4th and short situation. I'd expect him to go for it here, Paul.
Yeah, 4th and a long 3, we'll call it. We'll give Scalzi credit for a 7-yard run. Give you the offensive line in just a minute. Now we have 3 wide receivers to the right of the formation. Running back is to the right of the quarterback, Scalzi. A 3-man front for Foxboro with 4 linebackers. Running back moves into a H-back position on the right. It's a quick kick by Scalzi, getting an outstanding roll towards the 10-yard line. Still rolling in the rain, and the ball is down just outside the 8 by number 17, Sebastian Brown.
That's a great call there by Hanover. We saw a similar play like that in the last game as well, where the quarterback did a little pooch punt and pinned him deep.
I was going to say, Ryan, you're too young to know, but Bill, back when we were in high school, it was not uncommon to see a quick kick in every game.
Absolutely, Paul. A big swing in field position. It's unexpected. Why not use it?
Yep. Quick kick. Foxboro taking over their own 8-yard line. Their first possession, 1st and 10. Mike Marcazella is the quarterback, and that's Ben Angelini. Ben Angelini running left, moves from the 8-yard line to the 19-yard line. That's an 11-yard gain, 1st down.
Yeah, we're going to see some different styles of offense here tonight in this game, folks. Foxboro, a very run-heavy team led by Ben Angelini with 23 touchdowns on the year and over 1,100 yards, and led by their junior quarterback, Marcusella.
Yep.
Apologies there.
And he's completed 76 of his passes, 76%. Or did I get that
For
wrong?
about 1,400 yards, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
High snap, he handles it, throws to the flat, complete to Nolan Gordon, whose brother was an outstanding 3-sport athlete at Foxboro, I believe a former football MVP. Gordon makes the catch, and he gains about, 8-9 yards? It'll be 2nd and 1.
Yeah, great quick little out route there, and a great couple of opening plays here for this Foxboro Warriors offense, trying to get their run game going with Angelini and getting a quick pass out and getting Marcusella going in the pass game on a quick out route.
2nd and 1 after the 9-yard game. Power pistol formation, 2 backs. Oh, Angelini runs left. Missed assignment there as he's got a 1st down. Tackle made by number 7, Connor Hutchinson. 2nd 1st down already for Foxboro.
Yeah, I think this game's going to come down to the trenches, Paul. The Foxboro offensive line got some big boys up front, 305, 265, 255, and 230. You got a big offensive line there that can open up the running lanes for Angelini against this Hawks defense.
Plus 10 yards on the gain. Second first down of the possession. Nolan Gordon, 555 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns on the year. He's just a junior. Tight end is left, 2 wideouts to the right, power pistol formation, a fullback and a tailback. The fullback is Lincoln Moore. Angelini ran right. What happened, Ryan?
Oh, God, just a fantastic job by the offensive line, opening up the running lanes for this run right up the middle out of the pistol.
Oh.
Angelini has a nice little running lane there and a solid pickup, gains about 5 there on first down. And this running game is cooking early.
Heck of a block by number 54, the right guard, Flynn. Blade is the left tackle, O'Keefe the left guard, Lockwood the center, Flynn the right guard, Ehrman the right tackle. Jack Martinelli calls him one of the smartest players he's ever had. Pass is tipped, nearly intercepted and nearly caught. Outside linebacker, is that 6 or 8 for?
Looks like 8.
Looks like number 8. That's
Mekhi Bryan.
Mekhi Bryan, yes, tipped that pass.
Mekhi Bryan, who's also a big receiving threat on the offensive side of the football, almost comes up with that interception, and Nolan Gordon almost actually ends up with the catch on that tip ball as well. Nolan Gordon runs a great button hook route there. He had him open. Ball got tipped at the line. Great job of the Hanover defender. 3rd and 5.
Clock stopped with 8:07 to go in the first quarter. Foxboro's first possession. They've generated 2 first downs. Can they make it 3? Pistol formation, Angelini behind, Marcusella. Screen pass to the left, in and out of the hands of the fullback, Brandon Miskennis O'Grady.
Yeah, Miskennis O'Grady, who was actually big on the defensive side of the football with 15 sacks this season. Goes around on a drag route, and Marcusella just throws it a little bit behind him. He was probably going to pick up the first down if that throw was on target, but unfortunately not. Setting up a 4th and 5, and the Warriors about to punt the ball away.
Lincoln Moore moves in to be the long snapper in punt formation. The punter is big, number 55, Matt Flynn, 5'10", 175-pound senior. He's bigger than that. Catching the punt on the dead run at his own 22, down the right sidelines, out of bounds at his own 39. That's number 6, John McDonald.
John McDonald, another key receiver on this Hawks offense. Gets a nice solid punt by the Warriors there, but McDonald able to make some work along the sideline, setting up this Hawks team with some halfway decent field position here.
They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 34, Paul.
Yep. Out of bounds at the 34.
That takes away about 10 yards from that return.
Bill O'Keefe, our 3rd man in the booth, 13-year official with the NFHS.
Happy to be here, Paul. Happy to help you guys out. This is a lot of fun.
It has been a lot of fun.
Sent me an email, says, I enjoyed your broadcast. Think you might need a little help on rules. Fakes right, swing pass left. One tackle is broken. First down as they approach midfield. Second tackle broken. Still at his feet.
He could go all the way. Touchdown.
Is that John McDonald?
That's John McDonald again, the punt returner.
13th touchdown of the season. 6-0 Hanover.
A fantastic little play design there on the screen pass, Paul. Gets John McDonald in space, block. He had receivers blocking for him down the field as well. Open up a massive lane.
66-yard touchdown pass. Faked right to hold the linebackers, then went back to the left. Had to break 3 or 4 tackles there.
Yeah, a couple poor angles there too by the Warrior defense, unfortunately, but John McDonald able to move and find a hole on the sideline there and just a burst of speed on that big touchdown pass.
Cheer up, Mr. Blue Pride listening at home. Long way to go, 6-0. And now McDonald lines up with his left foot for the extra point. And it's good, 7-0 for the Foxboro
Warriors. Oh, not
Hanover
Hawks.
Hawks, that's it. They were always the Indians for a million years. Sorry. We'll be right back after this on WAR
Emerald Auto Sales and Service has provided complete auto repair on all foreign and domestic vehicles since 1991. They provide Mass and Rhode Island vehicle inspections and inspections for Massachusetts commercial vehicles. Emerald Auto Sales and Service can diagnose and repair check engine light issues. They're open weekdays 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to 1. For more information, you can call 508-809-6553 or at their location on Route 1 North Attleboro, diagonally across from the Toyota dealership.
Welcome back to Gillette Stadium. Paul Healy, Ryan Dolinger, Bill Keefe Jr., Kevin Callahan on graphics, Peter Bray on camera, Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. I am an objective broadcaster, but just out of honesty. In 2002, my nephew Matt was a co-captain of the Foxboro tennis and boys basketball teams. And in 2003, my nephew Sam was a Hockomock League All-Star soccer player.
Yeah.
Hanover off to a big start. Both teams identical colors, shimmering gold and navy blue.
Little Notre Dame-esque colors there,
Yes.
huh?
Although neither team wearing the gold pants that Notre Dame would wear. Pooch kick to the right, fair catch signaled, fair catch made at his own 30. Didn't hear the whistle right away, so started running. That was number 18 for Foxboro, Joe Nicholson.
Yeah,
Fair
big
catch.
big
Please blow
second
the whistle,
drive.
sir. Please blow the whistle. I call fair catch, please.
Yeah, that was a big second drive there for that Hawks offense on that big pass play for the touchdown on the screen pass to McDonald. Let's see how the Foxboro Warriors offense responds.
They're at their own 32-yard line. 1st and 10. They generated 2 first downs before being forced to punt. Offensive line left to right. Blade, O'Keefe, Lockwood, Flynn, and Ehrman. He's a big one at right tackle, number 78. Power pistol formation, fullback to the left, running back behind the quarterback. Angelini runs right. Oh, tripped up after a gain of 3 or 4. I believe that's number 2 on the tackle. Nope, there is no number 2. Anyway, it's a gain of 3 yards, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I think they'll give them 4 yards on that gain. 2nd and 6 now. Foxboro Warriors have a solid run game opening up the first half here. Able to get penetration on that defensive front of the Hawks and get their run game established. Let's see if Mark Casella can lead this team.
4-man front for the Hawks, number 73, John Reagan. He's the left tackle on offense, a defensive end on defense. Think he can play? 3 linebackers behind him. Angelini out of the pistol formation tries to run right behind Lockwood and Flynn. He's stuffed. It's going to be 3rd and 6.
Yeah, a little halfback dive play there. No offensive lineman pulling on that one. Just strength on strength. And that Hawks defense stood them up for a minimal gain on that. They'll give them a gain of 1 on the play. It'll be about 3rd and 6, Paul.
Just short of the 37-yard line. Big number 62. Bailowitz is a defensive tackle for Foxboro as well. 2 wideouts to the left. That's the wide side. Now the right wing comes in motion to the left. Fake Angelini. Bubble screen to the left. Caught by Nolan Gordon. Tackled short of first down yardage, I believe. Nice defensive play by Connor Hutchinson.
Yeah, solid play
he got
design
the
on
first
that
down.
screen, and they gave him the first down. Fantastic play design for Nolan Gordon to get the ball in space, and he's able to fight through the tackle and extend for that first down. A big first down for the Warriors.
Moves from his own 37 to his own 43, gain of 6, and they needed 6. Yeah, his brother was a star running back at Foxboro.
Okay.
And this is a real 2 tight end.
Big jumbo package.
Yeah, a shotgun quarterback, 2 fullbacks, 1 tailback, Angelini. That's a power pistol. And he runs left. Tackle made by number 24, Aiden Booten. But that's a 6.5, 7-yard gain.
Yeah, that's where they're finding the success here early, Paul, for this Warriors offensive run game. The zone run scheme, kind of working outside of the tackles there to get the Hawks defense in space. And it looks like a similar type of formation, tight pistol.
Oops. Okay, the original line of scrimmage was a 43. And this time it's the fullback running right. Beautiful, classic stiff arm. Brandon Mazekis O'Grady. I've got a question for Bill.
His call.
Any other player on the field hits someone in the helmet with their hand, it's a penalty. But if you have the ball and you throw the stiff arm, you know, a Larry Holmes like left jab, it's just considered good football.
Absolutely, it is. They're trying to remove it, but unfortunately, it is such a part of the game.
Yeah.
It's such a weapon to be used by the runner.
7-yard gain for the fullback. Again, 2 tight end, power pistol formation. They run Angelini left. This time he's going to gain about 3 yards. Tackle made by number 4, Vinny Mancini, and I believe number 28 was in there. Is that right? Brandon Enrico.
Yeah, Coach Martinelli really going with his strengths here, building this offense around the strengths of that team, and the strength is that offensive line.
Yep.
Able to get a lot of push up front, and they're having a lot of success in this running game, and I'm sure it'll open up the passing game later on in the game for Marcusella.
And again, they're in the Davenport division of the Hockomock, the smaller school, and that's one of the biggest offensive lines in the entire league. What are they feeding them in Foxboro? Play action pass, open down the right sideline in a wheel route. Catch is made.
Touchdown,
into the end
Warriors.
zone. Number 22, Ryan Foley, just a sophomore.
Yep, there it was. The Warriors have established that run game early on in this game. They run the same exact formation that they've been doing this entire drive with that tight pistol formation. Run play action off of it.
Yep.
And 22, Ryan Foley is wide open down the sideline. Easy pitch and catch, and a great throw by Marcusella to hit his receiver in stride, and an easy little touchdown for the Warriors, and a great answer.
Wow, he wasn't wide open. He was way wicked wide open.
Yep.
7-6 with the extra point coming up. The punter is also the place kicker, number 55, Owen Hayes.
Little bit slower start to this game than what we've been experiencing these past couple of days, Paul, but now the offenses have gotten going, and it's tied up 7-7 here.
With 4:18 to go in the first quarter, the rain coming down at Gillette Stadium, tied at 7. Well, we have not lacked for excitement these last couple of days.
Not at all. Not at all.
Wow, Bill, I know it's early, throwing stats for Mike Marcusella.
Mike Marcusella right now is 3 of 4 for 62 yards.
Wow.
There you go.
And they're a running team, remember.
Yep, they are.
But then on the other side, the quarterback from Hanover is
Ben
2 of
Scalzi.
4 for 75.
Wow. Marcusella, 1,410 yards passing, 76 completion percentage, 13 touchdown passes, but 11 of those 13 touchdown passes in the last 6 games. So they started out as a run team. Now they're run, pass.
How many yards on that touchdown pass there, Paul?
41.
41.
Return by number 1 for Hanover, Aiden Moody. Wish I could tell you more, but I missed the play. It was a short kick. That was kind of computing stats.
Scooped it up, and went right to the ground, Paul. He never advanced the ball.
Thank you. That's why you're here, Bill. Anyway, Bill said, you know, for 62 years, I knew all the rules to football. And then this changed back to the NFHS rules, and I've confused ever since. Watching our broadcast, Bill picked up on that and said, I think I can help these guys. Run up the middle on first down. I believe that was Mancini. Coming in from the outside, that looks like number 78, Nathan Ehrman.
Yeah, this Hawks
No,
offense.
I'm sorry, excuse me, that's 79, Nathan Whitted.
Yep, the Hawks offense here on the third drive of the first quarter here. Possessions kind of going big back and forth first quarter so far. And Hanover just trying to establish their run game into the strength of that Foxboro defense.
Who carried that ball in that last play?
Mancini.
Thank you. Second down, 9 yards to go. Their own 39-yard line. Rolling to the left. Trying to spin out of a tackle, knocked out of bounds after a gain of 1 yard for Ben Scalzi. It'll be 3rd and long.
Big man, number 73, Matt O'Keefe for the Warriors, able to chase down Scalzi as he escaped the pocket there and keep up with him and hold him to a minimal gain. Actually, no gain on the play.
Actually, loss of a yard.
Maybe loss of a yard,
So
3rd
that
and
goes
10.
as a sack, doesn't it?
Technically, yes, it does. Even though he had no intentions of throwing the ball.
Right.
Matt O'Keefe that plays both sides of the ball, guard on the offensive side, and he plays no offensive or defensive tackle on the defense.
4-man front for the Warriors. 2 inside linebackers split wide. Scalzi rolls right.
Intercepted.
Pass is intercepted in the flat. Read perfectly down the sideline. Scalzi, to his credit, makes the tackle. Something Mac Jones has never once done in his life.
Yeah, pass intended there for Owen Cross, number 3. Owen Cross does a little sluggo route and does an out and up. I think there was some miscommunication on that, Paul, because Scalzi was anticipating for him to stick on that out route, and he went deep. Scalzi throws the out route, and there's the Foxboro defender right there for an easy interception. Foxboro with a lot of momentum now.
Hanover calls timeout. They need to regroup.
Shane Henry with the interception. He's in bold type of the star. That means he's a captain. And to the credit of Scalzi, threw the interception and then hung in and made the touchdown-saving tackle.
Yeah, he sure did.
Timeout in the field. When we get back, Foxboro will take over at the 19-yard line of Hanover on 1320 WARA.
The Eaglebrook Saloon in Norfolk brings the look of the Wild West, a full menu and a family-friendly setting convenient to Gillette Stadium, Patriot Place, and the Rentham outlets, but a bit more rustic. An experience not often found in this neck of the woods, partner. Gift cards, T-shirts, and souvenirs always available. Good luck from Chuck and Ellen and everyone at Eaglebrook Saloon. All hail the spirit of Russ Francis. EaglebrookSaloon.com.
Want to thank Chuck and Ellen over at the Eaglebrook, along with John and Charlotte McTurnan. When we get a second, we've got a note to give you about the referee for today's contest. 1st and 10, Foxboro at the 19-yard line of the Hawks. Power pistol formation. Angelini, the tailback, runs between the center, Lockwood, and the right guard, Flynn. Tackle made by the inside linebacker for Hanover. Let me see your number. Number 50 on the tackle, Joseph Picard.
Yeah, Picard makes a great play on that run. Foxboro trying to stick with their run game here, and the Hawks defense really held up on that play, holding them to a 2-yard gain.
At the 22-yard line now. Oh, I'm sorry. The original line of scrimmage was the 24, not the 19. Now they're at the 22. Two tight ends, 2 fullbacks, 1 tailback behind the shotgun quarterback. That's the 3rd time they used that play. Angelini running left. Are we seeing any pulling guards there?
Not at all. Not at all. Just a basic zone run scheme here out of that tight pistol formation that you were mentioning, with 2 fullbacks on the side of the quarterback and Angelini behind him and 2 tight ends up front along that line. They're having a lot of success with that formation.
Gets to the 14-yard line for the first down. That was an 8-yard carry. 1st and 10. Again, 2 tight ends, shotgun, 2 fullbacks, 1 running back. Angelini runs right, screaming in from the outside to make the tackle was Vinny Mancini. Angelini moving from the 14-yard line to the 11, 3-yard gain.
Yeah, nice job there by that Hawks defense to kind of stand up and clog up the middle of those gaps on that run play, holding them to a minimal gain, a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd and 7 here, Paul.
2 fullbacks, one on the right is number 22, Ryan Foley. Angelini runs right, cuts back left. Boy, hit low, but Angelini also gets his pads low, able to spin forward to the 8-yard line, another 3-yard gain.
Yep, and that's what this Warriors offense is trying to establish here, getting 3- and 4-yard chunks on the run plays and then mixing in 8- to 10-yard gains here by Angelini. But a big 3rd down here for this Hawks defense to stand them up.
3rd and 4. Foxboro sticking with that power formation. 1, 2, 3. 4-man front for Hanover. 4 linebackers behind them ready to screen towards the line of scrimmage. They give it to the right fullback running left, breaks 1 tackle, but taken down at the 9-yard line. That's a loss of 1.
There's Picard again on that Hawks defensive line, getting in there behind the line of scrimmage and bursting through that line. Different type of play design there, handing it off to the fullback instead of Angelini this time. And now we've got a big 4th down decision here for Coach Martinelli. Let's see what he does.
They have a good place kicker in number 55. Owen Hayes. But remember, this is high school, and the goalposts are
Foxboro's taking a timeout.
6 feet thinner here at Gillette Stadium for the NFL. Bill, who's
Yes.
who's the lead referee tonight?
Lead referee is Ron Hobby. He's a former Boston Patriot.
Wow. And there's a picture of Gil Santos and Gino Cappelletti over on the side of the wall of the studio. This is the Santos Cappelletti studio we're in. Probably played with him back in the day. And there he is. Wow. Showing us his picture on his smartphone. I couldn't do that. I have a flip phone.
Oh, you don't get pictures on that thing?
I can get
Oh, there you
pictures,
go.
but I
Okay.
can't make it big enough where you can see it. Just 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Foxboro facing a 4th and 6 yards to go. At the 9-yard line, they have the football covered with a towel.
The pictures on that flip phone are actually drawings.
Actually, stone carvings, but I get your point. They're at the 9-yard line. They're going to go for it. Whoops. 4th down. 6 yards to go. Wide out to the right. Comes back towards the formation. Angelini behind Marcusella. Marcusella back to pass. Looks left. Wide open.
Oh, he just missed it.
incomplete.
Oh, he just missed him. Oh, that's a tough one.
Brandon Mazenkis O'Grady wide open. He's the uncovered. And Marcusella throws.
Oh,
And you know what? He was open. The ball was on target, but Mazenkis O'Grady looked late. Didn't realize the ball was coming until it was too late.
Yeah.
Incomplete. Turnover on downs.
Yeah, he had him there. That was a big missed opportunity for that Warriors offense. O'Grady just couldn't get his hands up in time to try and make that catch. But the Hawks still pinned deep in their own territory here at about the 9-yard line. So they got a long way to go.
Trips to the right, and they're heading left to right. One of the slots comes in motion left. Jet sweep is screwed up. Ball is fumbled. There is confusion in the backfield. I believe that's recovered by Nathan Whitted, a 6'3", 265-pound sophomore.
Yeah, the Hawks with a big 4th down stop on that play, Paul, but they give the ball right back on this snap. Snap to Scalzi. Definitely definitely a slip on the exchange.
Oh, number 37 made the recovery, Trevor Palmer. Boy, the quarterback, running back, and slot back all ran into each other.
Yeah, the wide receiver, John McDonald, comes in motion for that jet sweep, and they just fumble it on the exchange, and Foxboro's able to recover it, and they've got a 1st and goal at the 6, Paul.
And they gained 3 yards in field position.
They sure did.
1st and goal at the 6. 17 seconds to go in the
There's
quarter.
Angelini up the middle.
Angelini is into the end zone as he runs right behind the tackle Ehrman, the guard Flynn, and the center Lockwood. Touchdown, Foxboro.
What a
13-7.
complete flip of momentum within the snap of a finger, huh, Paul?
Yes.
Hanover gets a big stop on 4th down to get the ball back, and on the very first play, they fumble the exchange, and Foxboro takes the first play of that drive, and Angelini just does all the work, just carrying tacklers into the end zone. Great job by that Warriors offense.
Oh, who was that block? I believe that was O'Keefe, 73, pulling from his left guard spot. Wow. Here comes the extra point. Through the uprights, it is 14-7 Foxboro Warriors from the Hockomock League over the Hanover Hawks. We'll be right back.
Rentham Cooperative Bank, established in 1901, 4 years before the forward pass was introduced to football, is a full-service Massachusetts chartered cooperative bank with no stockholders, helping us make this broadcast possible. They offer personal loans, mortgages, and all of the modern banking services you'd expect. Best of luck to all of the local teams from the Rentham Cooperative Bank. Find out more at renthamcoop.com.
Welcome back to Gillette Stadium. Paul Healy along with Ryan Dolinger, Bill Keefe Jr., Peter Bray on camera. Kevin, that's going to leave a Mark Callahan on graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. How's it going back there? I hope so. I hope it's going well. You guys are sitting in the heated section of the press box.
Out of bounds.
Kick is out of bounds. There we go.
It's not the first kick we've seen go out of bounds on a kickoff in our 3 games so far.
I was going to say the same thing, Ryan. It's just kick the ball.
Yeah.
Just kick the ball.
For viewers who this is their first game watching, explain the ruling here, Bill.
Well, the ruling is the ball went out inside the 30-yard line. So there are 3 options. You can take the ball at the 30, and then there's a 5-yard advance.
Yep. And that's what they're doing.
That's what they're doing. There's also, they could take it from the location and add 5 to it, or have it re-kicked with a 5-yard penalty, so they would move the kicking team back 5 yards from the 40.
Okay.
But in this instance, they went with the 30, the third option.
Yep.
And we just balls out at the 30, ball at the 35.
Championship game, they basically took Thanksgiving off, and they're having some confusion getting their offensive line set. Picard comes out at right guard. 1st and 10, their own 35. Throw into the right flat. Catch is made by Owen Cross, tackled immediately by Foxboro's Cam Gillespie.
Yeah, just a short little button hook route there by Owen Cross, the receiver. Scalzi able to hit him on that button hook immediately and get the ball out quick to establish a good positive first play on first down there, 2nd and 5.
They're at their own 40-yard line. That will end the first quarter of play. Foxboro 14, Hanover 7. Where'd my notes just go? And we'll be right back.
Nearly 150 years ago, William H. Riley and his son Elmer started providing coal, straw, and other heating supplies to the people of North Attleboro. W.H. Riley and Son is still owned by the same family, but now delivers oil and propane and services your heating and cooling systems. Today, like then, you can rely on W.H. Riley and Son for all your heating and cooling needs. Thank you to Jeff Schweitzer of Northeast Financial Strategies for helping us make this broadcast possible. Located in Rentham since 2010, committed to the local community, Jeff provides financial strategies that fit your needs. You can contact Jeff and talk about sports or finance at 800-560-4637 or nfsnet.com. Good luck to all of the athletes competing from Jeff Schweitzer and Northeast Financial Strategies.
Yeah, as a trained professional, I know what that dead air means. We're back on 1320 WARA, 24 hours after the game. Our video being shot by Peter Bray will be linked up with our audio from this radio broadcast, and you can watch the game anytime you like on the AACS YouTube channel. We get thousands of hits every year on our Super Bowl coverage of our games. Feel free to leave a comment, log in, give us a like.
And subscribe.
Yes, that'll be about 24 hours from, 25 hours from now, 24 hours from the end of the game. We're going to start the second quarter, 2nd and 5 for the Hanover Hawks. They're now heading right to left.
Yep, right in front of us, going right to left. Fantastic, exciting first quarter, a lot of back and forth. Foxboro with pretty much all the momentum at this point. Hawks offense trying to get going here.
74 and 79, the defensive tackles for Foxboro. That's Jonathan. Oh, it's not Blade, it's Balde. I spelled that wrong. Jonathan Balde. Or Bald, B-A-L-D-E. The other is big number 79, Nathan Whitted, just a sophomore.
Fumble
again.
In the backfield.
Picked up. Scoop and score.
Mazenkis O'Grady, the man who dropped the potential touchdown pass, picks up a fumble and scores his 5th touchdown of the season.
Wow.
You can't make this stuff up.
That's crazy. And you touched on it during the commercial break, Paul. You rest all of your starters on the Thanksgiving Day game, and you've had 2 exchanges so far on handoffs that were fumbled and crucial moments in this first half. And now that second bobbled snap and bobbled exchange is picked up by Mazenkis O'Grady and a scoop and score touchdown. And they're about to take a 2-touchdown lead, the Warriors, the 2 seed.
36-yard return. And I know There are a lot of coaches who believe in staying healthy, take Thanksgiving off. The extra point is good. It's 21-7. And there are plenty of reasons to defend that. It's a war game. People can get injured. You want to be healthy for a state championship game. I also believe you can lose your edge when you lose 32-0. And you're young kids.
Right.
And you only get so many chances to play the great game of American football, and I think it's a crime to take one away from them.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Paul.
Having said that, the Brian Keller and his staff have nothing but my respect.
Yeah.
We can agree to disagree on Thanksgiving, but
Right.
that's it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But it's definitely showing in this game.
Yeah.
For sure. With those two exchanges that were botched by Scalzi and his running backs, it's playing a big factor in this first half.
Everything is covered with towels in the rain, so it's taking him a little bit longer, Bill, to get the balls and the tees and everything in place.
Always fun in the rain, Paul.
Yeah.
Always fun in the rain. It's when you see the umpire standing over the ball with the towel on it, that's a courtesy.
Yeah.
We're not required to do that.
Right.
He's just doing that just to make sure that, they at least have the opportunity to have a decent grip.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the balls are shuttling in and out.
Yeah.
Takes so much longer. So it's pretty good on the umpire to bring a towel out for this.
Foxboro kicks off left to right. It's a crying shame we have rain and not grass to play on. Championship games should be played in the mud. Nice return up the right side. Was that McDonald again? I believe
Yes,
it was.
it was, yep.
Boy, does he have quick acceleration.
Yeah, he does.
Returns it from about his 15-yard line to almost the 35.
Yeah, McDonald is the Hawks' leading receiver this season with just a hair over 950 yards receiving this season.
Yeah.
And a main kick returner and a pretty big cog on the defensive side of the ball as well.
He's got 12 touchdown receptions and 3 running touchdowns on the season.
Now this Hawks offense down by 2 scores now. You've made a couple of big mistakes on back-to-back drives. Let's see what Scalzi can do with his team here.
1st and 10 at their own 35, moving right to left. Mancini. Yes, Mancini's got the hole. Runs to the right. He runs right behind his tackle McCarthy and his guard Picard. That's going to be a 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4.
Yeah, probably the Hawks' first big positive run play in this game up to this point. A solid 6-yard gain, able to get the run game going and hopefully take some pressure off of that passing game for the Hawks.
Their only other run of more yards was the quarterback's 7-yard run, Scalzi's 7-yard run. 4-man front for Foxboro, 2nd and short 4. Scalzi back to pass, thinks about running up the middle. He's sacked. 44's in there. Mazenkis O'Grady, 74 is in there as well. Balday.
Mazenkis O'Grady, pretty much your high school version of like a TJ Watt, Miles Garrett. He has 15 sacks on the year, able to shed the block and put a big power move on the left tackle and get in there for that sack. And a big 3rd down and 7 here for this Hawks offense.
So that's a loss of 3, and in high school sports, sacks go against a quarterback's rushing total. But yeah, Mazenkis O'Grady, 14 sacks in a regular season, 12 games. Screen to the right, read beautifully, planted to the Gillette Stadium turf.
Lincoln
by number
Moore.
42, Lincoln Moore, their leading tackler.
This Warrior defense is just playing on a different level right now. This high-flying Hawks offense with a big passing game with Scalzi with stats that scream off the screen. Just not able to get anything going in this first half, and this Warriors defense is to credit to that. They come out ready and prepared.
That was 3rd and 7, a loss of 3. It's 4th and 10. They'll be punting line of scrimmage, their own 35-yard line, right to left. Oh! And the punt is mishandled off the toe of the punter. Number 17, Sebastian Brown. What are they calling?
Well, again, like the last game, it's basically it's almost like a fumble.
It's just a fumble, right?
Right. The ball never crossed the line of scrimmage. It could have been picked up in advance by the kicking team.
Yeah.
Instead, the player chose to just recover the ball and not advance it. As you'll see, he'll go down and just hold the ball.
Yeah.
Foxboro's ball, first and 10 from looks like the 28-yard line.
Hanover's Austin Parker recovered it, but Foxboro takes over. No, the Foxboro coaches below us were yelling, "You can't be serious." They were complaining about the play, and I'm thinking, what are you complaining about? You have the ball.
I'm sure they're just kind of in disbelief at
Yeah.
this point. You know, this very uncharacteristic of this Hanover team so far.
So Foxboro has the ball at the Hanover 28-yard line.
Yeah.
Wow.
3 consecutive drives for that Hawks offense and 3 big, huge, uncharacteristic mistakes.
Coming into the game, Hanover averaging 36.6 points, Foxboro 30.9.
There goes Angelini.
Angelini gets to the edge on the right, lowers his shoulder, big collision at the 10-yard line, knocked out of bounds by the hustling Ben Johnson. First down, Foxboro.
Yeah, this Warrior offense is just riding the back of Angelini right now, and that offensive line is giving him plenty of running lanes so far in this first half. A great pull by the left guard, 54, and a fantastic block, 54, Matt Flynn. Fantastic block on the outside on that pull, freeing up Angelini, and a 1st and goal from the 7.
So that's a 21-yard gain. What do you have for Angelini rushing?
81 so far on 13 carries.
Wow. And he's playing defense.
Yep, no kidding. And this Hawks defense all year long, nothing to be messed around with, giving up less than 13 points a game. And this Warrior offense is really taking it to them. 2
tight ends. Angelini runs right.
And
all
he's
the
in.
way into the end zone. Touchdown, Foxboro. It's 27-7, 9:28 to go. Second quarter.
This Hawks defense just does not have an answer for this running game of the Warriors. They are just dominating up front. Great double team there in the middle, opening up the running lane for Angelini, and he gets his 2nd touchdown of the half.
Foxboro has run 3 in the last 3 plays they've run from scrimmage. They've got 3 touchdowns. A 6-yard touchdown run by Angelini after a fumble recovery. A scoop and score on defense by Mazenkis O'Grady. And then their second play of this drive, Angelini into the end zone. PAT by Hayes is good. It's 28-7 Foxboro.
Yeah, it's still early in this second quarter, though, Paul. Still 9:28 left, plenty of game left. The Hawks have a lot of adversity to overcome at this point. And they've got that high-flying offense with Ben Scalzi, John McDonald, and Mackay Bryan on the outside. This offense is never out of a game.
Foxboro assistant coaches
are right in front of us.
Are right below us to the left, and we've had assistant coaches underneath us every game we broadcast.
And not noticed them.
Yeah, they are by far
now.
They are the most enthusiastic, which is Latin for loudest by a lot, and second place isn't close.
I honestly don't blame them, though. Foxboro High School, pretty much a home game for them, playing at Gillette Stadium, home of the 6-time Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. This is a big moment for Foxboro High School in the town of Foxboro.
I'm not criticizing, I'm just reporting.
Yep, exactly.
Foxboro, their last Super Bowl appearance.
Oh, boy.
Ball is fumbled, going back to pick it up inside his own 10, slipping and nearly falling. Taken down, number 28, Conlon Geary. And I think now the listeners at home know exactly what we're talking about.
Oh, yeah. You got to love the excitement from the coaches, though. You love that.
Hanover, here's where the coaches, because things have not gone well for them, here's what you have to say. Center, deep cleansing breaths, open yourself up to the universe, and just be. They've got to settle down and get back to the Hanover brand of football we know they can play.
Paul, I was watching the body language of Hanover as they were going to the sideline after the last Foxborough touchdown. A lot of heads were down.
They were at their own 9-yard line. 1st and 10, 9:20 to go in the first half. Shotgun formation, trips to the right, one running back, Mancini. Oh my gosh, thrown underneath.
Wow.
Nearly picked off again. In and out of the hands of the Foxborough defensive back, number 20, Shane Henry. Boy, this
Yeah, Henry, that's not the first time we've called his name. Didn't he have the interception earlier, if I'm not mistaken? And
yes, he did.
Yeah, he missed that. That would have been an easy pick six for Henry if he were able to come down with this ball just right through the hands. I think the ball's a little wet.
Yeah. And again, coaching staffs are so much bigger than they were back when we played, Bill. It's incredible. But obviously the Foxboro staff has done a great job scouting the Hanover Hawks. Trips to the right. That's the wide side. They're heading right to left. Nice block by Mancini in the backfield. Oh, that's a first down pass. And Kevin Falk was a great running back for the Patriots, not because he was a great running back. His first best skill, pass blocking, picking up blitzers, and that's exactly what Mancini did there. First down pass.
Yep, there's that high-flying pass game that we're used to seeing from the Hawks there. A great throw by Scalzi, hitting his receiver in stride, and a first down for the Hawks.
From their own 9-yard line all the way to the 25. Mancini runs right. Nice blocking on the right side of the line by McCarthy, Picard, and the center, Kennedy.
Yeah, solid job there. You mentioned it, Picard with a big block there, freeing up some space for him to run. And Mancini starting to get going here a little bit. A solid gain on first down, setting up a 2nd and 6.
Okay, yeah, minus 25. So now they're at the minus 29. That was a gain.
4.
Whoops. There we go. 2nd down, 6 yards to go. My things all screwed up here. Oh, trying to run right, not much there. Initial hit made by big number 53 for Foxboro. That's Brendan Twomey. 3rd down, a long 4.
Yeah, that Warrior defense has given up a little bit of chunk yardage on the rushes lately on the past couple of drives, and not that time. They were able to stand up and take care of all their gap responsibilities, and no gain. 3rd down and 4.
7:45 to go. First half, clock moving. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. Hanover, their own 31-yard line. Scalzi takes the shotgun snap, throws right. Catch is made by number 3, Owen Cross. First down.
Yeah, solid pitch and catch there. The Warriors defense and secondary anticipated that bot and hook, tried to jump the route, but an even better catch by the receiver there to pick up the first down. Big first down for the Hawks.
That's a 4-yard gain. Timeout by Foxboro. They want to reset their defense. With the score, Foxboro 28, Hanover 7, 7:26 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back after this on 1320 WARA.
The Eaglebrook Saloon in Norfolk brings the look of the Wild West, a full menu and a family-friendly setting convenient to Gillette Stadium, Patriot Place, and the Rentham outlets, but a bit more rustic. An experience not often found in this neck of the woods, partner. Gift cards, T-shirts, and souvenirs always available. Good luck from Chuck and Ellen and everyone at Eaglebrook Saloon. All hail the spirit of Russ Francis. EaglebrookSaloon.com.
Welcome back to Gillette Stadium. I'm Paul Healy with Ryan Dolinger. Bill Keefe Jr. joining us, longtime official with the NFHS. Peter Bray on camera. Kevin Callahan on graphics, just so he can prove to his daughter Jenna that he can handle it. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. Sal, what is it? 1st and 10, their own 34. Scalzi tries to run right. Tackle for loss, number 44, Mazenkis O'Grady.
Mazenkis O'Grady has been a problem on that defensive line, and a great little shoestring tackle on Scalzi there, who's actually a big runner as well. Didn't you say he had 30 carries in one of the playoff games, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes.
So a big stop and a big shoelace tackle there by Mazenkis O'Grady.
In the round of 16.
And that'll go down as a sack, I think, Paul. 2nd and 11.
Yeah, he torched the Gloucester defense on 11 for 15 passing, 323 yards, 6 touchdowns in the first half. Also carried the ball 30 times for 162 yards and 2 more touchdowns. Heavily rushed, pass over the middle, just short of Owen Cross. It'll be 3rd down and 11 yards to go.
Yep, another big 3rd down. This Warriors defense after that timeout really was able to reset themselves and recompose and get 2 big stops on back-to-back plays, setting up a 3rd and long for this Hawks offense.
6:39 to go in the first half. What are the passing stats for Hanover so far, Bill?
So far, I have Scalise at 5 of 9. Actually, 6 of 9 for 100.
Wow.
Yep, I got Mazenkis O'Grady now with 4 tackles, 2 sacks, 3 tackles for loss.
No kidding. Really?
Oh, I knew he was going to be big.
Yeah.
Might as well keep track of it.
Way to go.
Might as well.
Bill's taking over the offensive stats for you. You've got all the time in the
Mazenkis
world to track
O'Grady,
the tackles.
I've just been glued to him on every play and
Yeah.
seeing how he sheds off of blocks, his different pass rush moves that he has. Fantastic player.
Again, this Foxboro team, this is Division 5. That is a big team in the line of scrimmage. 4-man front, classic spread formation, empty backfield. The receiver on the right comes back for a short screen. That's Mancini, makes the catch. First down, knocked out of bounds late. Here comes the flag.
That's John McDonald on the reception on the screen pass to the opposite side of the field of Mazenkis O'Grady. See what the call is here.
Much of the Hanover fans are shirtless, but that's a gain from the 35 to the 35 to the plus 47, so that's 15 plus 3, 18 yards on the catch, plus the 15-yard personal foul penalty. Bill, that looks like a late hit to me.
Absolutely, Paul. Runner was out of bounds. And once again, nice call.
Yep.
Agreed.
First down, 10 yards to go, Hanover. They're at the 32 of Foxboro. Scalzi throws to the right. Short, complete pass. Nice open field tackle by Rashawn Lewis. Another sophomore in the starting lineup.
Yeah, great tackle by Lewis there on the outside on the screen pass to McDonald yet again. McDonald unable to make a move, and a great open field tackle. Holding him to a minimal gain there. It'll be about 2nd and 9.
I'll make sure I got that number right. I did. So 2nd and 9 for Hanover at the 31-yard line. 10th play of the drive coming up. Scalzi takes the snap. Mancini tries to run left. Pulled back to the turf.
Whew.
Wow. The Warriors playing aggressive, hard-hitting football. Again, their defense is only allowing 7.3 points a game.
Yeah, this Warrior defense, I mean, is just coming at this Hawks offense and with physicality and strength and just kind of taking control of this game. But this Hawks offense is still kind of moving and having some success on this drive.
A tackle like that, he does need to be careful. It can be considered a personal foul.
Yep.
Unnecessary roughness.
A little German suplex almost on that tackle.
Yep.
Trips right, twins left. Scalzi rolls right. Beautiful
Great
bullet pass,
throw.
complete. First down at the 15. That's Hanover football.
What a fantastic throw by Scalzi to his receiver, Brandon Errico there. On the outside, fitting that throw through a tight window of about 3 Warrior defenders over top of 2 linebackers, and a great catch. Able to hold on to that ball. Big first down for the Hawks.
Moves from the 28 to the 15-yard line, so that's a 13-yard gain. 12. This is the 13th play of the drive coming up, and this began at their own 9-yard line with 9:20 to go in the half. There's 4.5 minutes now. They're at the 15. Right slot comes in motion, fakes the jet sweep. Scalzi runs up the middle, and he's pulled down on his back. Nice defensive play, number 79, Whitted.
Yeah, not a lot of success in the run game overall for this Hawks offense. Mancini was able to get going a little bit with some chunks here of 3 yards here, 4 yards there, but this Warrior defense is standing up to that run game and forcing the Hawks offense to be more one-dimensional.
Yeah. 14th play of the drive coming up.
Down by 3 scores here. I'm sure this Hawks offense wants to chew down as much clock as they can.
At right defensive end is Mazenkis O'Grady again. Now has 15 sacks on the season. They give to the running back number 24. Pops inside, pops outside. Nice low tackle by Rashawn Lewis. The run made by Aiden Booten. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 yards to go at about the 11-yard line.
Yeah, trying to substitute and mix in some different players at the running back position. Sullivan Kennelly gets his first carry of the game. He's listed here as a tight end at 6 foot 185, able to get the carry here.
No, Hanover side.
Oh, Hanover.
Yep.
Apologies.
Yep.
Aiden Boutine, running back number 2. Oh, geez. Paul's rubbing off on me with the mistakes. I got to be more better, guys.
Ryan, we tell it. There it is. We tell everyone, folks, leave the mistakes to me.
Yep, I got to be more betterer.
I speak good. I'll take care of the mistakes. 3rd and 7 at the 12-yard line. The righty rolls left.
He's got a man.
In the end zone. Receiver is open. Touchdown.
There it is. Great job. Great answer by the Hawks. 3 uncharacteristic mistakes on the drives before. Scalzi able to escape the pocket to his left. And as he's getting hit, throw a nice little touch pass into the corner of the end zone for his man. Wide open in the corner.
Sebastian Brown. Nice, beautiful outcut. I thought he was going to do a skinny post. Oh, cuts out, yep. 12-yard touchdown pass. Hanover needs that. It's 28-13. Should have given the score earlier. 2:48 to go.
Yeah, the defender for the Foxboro Warriors there, Colby Hassett on the coverage, had inside leverage.
Yeah.
And number 17, Sebastian Brown, able to break off on his corner route wide open. And Scalzi with an even better throw under duress. And a big answer by the Hawks here to bring it within 2 scores.
Hanover will go for the 1 point, which I agree with. You don't want to chase points this early. Left-footed place kicker. Through the middle of the uprights. The score is Foxboro 28, Hanover 14. We got a ball game, folks. 2:48 to go in the first half as the rain is coming down harder. Which makes, you know what this makes me believe?
What's that?
The technology of the press box is a good thing.
It sure is.
As I look at the fans on the other side with their hoods up, their umbrellas.
I just don't understand how the some of those fans in Hanover, I know they're high school boys, but no shirts on in the rain and the chill. I couldn't do that. Maybe at 16 years old,
yes,
I could.
Ryan, you've just got to want it bad enough, Ryan.
Yeah, you got to want it bad enough. That's right.
Bill.
Legendary.
Yeah. We're the old guys here. How are your knees and lower back feeling in this wet, cold weather?
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
On my talk show, we tell the meteorologist, Jim Jones, we no longer need him to tell us the humidity. That's what my knees and lower back are for. Jim Corbin. Jim Corbin, excuse me.
What do you got?
28-14. Foxboro leads Hanover, and Foxboro received the kick from Hanover. Right to left, ground ball, base hit, fielded by the shortstop at the 26-yard line. Dashes ahead, moves from the 26 to the 38.
I thought he was going to make that hole.
There they are.
That's number 10 on the return. There's Nolan Gordon. Nope. That was, who returned that? Was that 10?
That was 10.
Yes.
That's the quarterback.
Yes.
Mike Marcella.
That's not smart, having him out there on something like that. Personally, as far as I see, he's your quarterback.
Yeah, Jack Martinelli's doing it for 42 years. Bunch formation left in the pistol. Angelini goes up to the middle, bounces it to the outside, gets stopped, but he's Ben Angelini. He keeps running anyway behind the block of Tony Sullum.
Yeah, I think Angelini ran into his lineman there to pushed him back a little bit, but Angelini, big back, able to keep his feet moving, pick up some positive yards on that play.
Just
a great job by the Hawk defense.
Yeah, just a 1-yard gain, but he was hit behind the line. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought it was more than that.
Yeah, they'll give him about 3 there, Paul.
It's going to be a 4-yard gain. 2nd down, 6 yards to go. Line of scrimmage, the 43, their own 43-yard line. Clock's moving as we approach 2 minutes to go in the half. Fake left, bubble screen to the right, into the open field, and screaming downfield is Eddie Feldman. Eddie Feldman taken down at about the 12-yard line.
All right.
Nice tackle by Connor Hutchinson.
All right, we have a situation that's on the field here. You see a player lost his helmet. By rule, and you'll see the flag.
We got a flag down, too.
By rule,
Yep.
he is supposed to stop.
Oh, wow.
He continued on in pursuit of the play,
Oh,
number one. And number two, by rule, he has to sit out at least one play.
that I get.
Now
but
we're going to get the ruling by the referee with regards to his participation after loss of the helmet.
that's. I understand about player safety.
Yep, ineligible participation. 5-yard penalty.
And who's that against?
That's against the player that had the helmet off.
Which
It's
was-
against Hanover
Wow.
for ineligible participation because he continued on into the play.
Oh, that's a tough call against Hanover.
Again, all for player safety. Imagine what would have happened to him if he was to.
Oh, exactly.
Yep.
So it went from the -43 to the +16. The penalty moves it to the 11. So that's a 34 yards +7, a 41-yard gain.
Are you including the penalty on that or no, Paul? All right,
No,
thank
41-yard gain, then the 5-yard penalty.
You. Thank you.
Wow, from Marcesella to number 9, Eddie Fellman, 6 foot, 180-pound senior. 1:53 to go in the half, 28-14, Foxboro. There's that two tight end power pistol formation. Tight end on the right, number 42. Who's that on the left? Angelini runs left behind the center. Lockwood, the guard, Flynn, and the tackle, runs right.
Yeah, great pull there, Paul, by the left guard that you mentioned there. 73, I believe.
Yep,
Able to give him a
O'Keefe.
big lead block there. Pick up a solid chunk of yards and a 2nd and goal from the 2. This Hawks defense got to figure out a way to stifle him here.
Tight end on the left is 44. That's Mazenkis O'Grady. On the right, it's 42. Lincoln Moore. Those are two big physical players. Now there's an I formation they give to the fullback. That time Lincoln Moore was at fullback. And I think number 34, Anthony Perazzo, was at tight end.
Yeah, great job clogging up the middle there by that Hawks defensive line. But they're going to be at like the half-yard line here, I think, Paul. So 3rd and goal from the half-yard line. This Warrior offensive line has been pushing around that Hawks line all night long.
Angelini, the tailback, talking to the white hat. And they give it to the fullback. Flag is down as leaping into the end zone is Lincoln Moore.
And a penalty flag for
Offside.
offsides.
So that'll count.
Yeah. It's a dead ball foul, so it's a dead ball, Paul. Unlike NCAA or when we played NCAA here, where it's a you could decline it, the ball is dead, so they enforce the penalty.
Is that so there's not an unabated run to the quarterback, or?
Yes, so it goes either way. Once it crosses the line.
Yeah. And jumping high over the pile into the end zone despite the collision of the Hanover defense, number 42, Lincoln Moore. Foxboro has put 34 points on the board, and we have 21 seconds to go in the first half.
Yep, this Warrior team has really come out to play in this first half, capitalizing on the Hawks' mistakes on offense and driving down the field to score touchdowns, putting up 35 points in this first half against the Hawks defense that's only allowed 13 points per game all season long.
I don't think they've played a team this big on the line of scrimmage. Heck, I don't think many teams in Division I have played a team this big on the line of scrimmage. PAT by Owen Hayes is good. Now it's 35 points, 35-14. Foxboro, 21 seconds to go, first half. They just drove in 6 plays, 61 yards.
Yep, 21 seconds still to go in this game. I think the Hawks still have 2 timeouts available to them. They took one early on in the game, but 21 seconds down by 21 points. You got to think the Hawks need to have some sort of sense of urgency to get themselves in position to possibly get some points before the end of the half.
I believe Foxboro has 7 first downs already. Rain coming down a little bit harder.
I think I might have heard that same girl yelling and screaming on that field mic saying, "Go Blue." Definitely a little bit of home field advantage here for Foxboro High.
Just turned it down a little bit.
Oh, no, it's fine. I like hearing it.
Oh, no. Had it too loud during part of yesterday's broadcast. Fielded at his own 10-yard line and moving forward. Ooh, cutting back. Gets from the 10 out to the 24. Is that number 23? That's number 28 on the return. Oh, there's Brandon Enrico again. Enrico. 15 seconds to go in the half, and Hanover will take over at their own 24-yard line. We'll ask Bill this question. I know you're a ref, not a coach, but just get out of here and get into halftime, or?
Always.
Yeah.
Regroup.
Yep.
At this point, at this position.
15
in the field.
seconds.
Absolutely.
Lift your mic up a little bit, Bill. There
Sorry.
we go.
Sorry, yes, Paul, absolutely.
Yes.
And they just did.
Yep.
You just let them know. That's number one. You don't have a play in the book, for 70 yards, 75 yards. Just go in and regroup.
You know what? I changed my mind. Put your microphone back down. No, I'm kidding. Ryan, thoughts, story, anecdotes about the first half?
I'll tell you what, that first half comes down to 3 consecutive drives by the Hawks, uncharacteristic mistakes. 4th drive of the game, they get a big 4th down stop in their own territory at the 9-yard line, and then fumble the ball on the very next play, which leads to a Warrior touchdown. And then the very following drive after that, a scoop and score by Mazekis O'Grady. And then right after that, the 3 and out with the botched punt, which gives the Warriors the ball right inside their own 30-yard line. That's the difference in the game. By far.
All right, it's 35-14. We're going to give some love to our underwriters and sponsors. We thank them so much for helping us bring these games to you. Then we're going to come back with some first half stats, a brief summary of the first half action. You're listening to the MIAA Division 5 championship football game between Foxboro and Hanover. Foxboro leads 35-14 on 1320 WARA radio. 24 hours after the broadcast, we're going to link the video, our video camera footage, up with the radio call, and this game will be available on the AACS YouTube channel to watch any time you like. And with the marching band, you're not going to believe this. Do you see who's with the marching band for Hanover? That's one of their football players, number 32, Brody Liebfarth. That's versatility. He's one of the horn players. We'll be right back after this on 1320 WARA.
Yes.
Thank you to the Gavel Public House for underwriting this broadcast. Located in the heart of historic Wrentham Center at 36 South Street, the Gavel Public House is dining in a cozy pub-style atmosphere. All menu items are prepared daily by our executive culinary team using local seasonal ingredients. The Gavel Public House has a full-service bar with a variety of craft beers. Enjoy dinner and drinks with friends in the outside seating area. Go to thegavelpublichouse.com. Nearly 150 years ago, William H. Riley and his son Elmer started providing coal, straw, and other heating supplies to the people of North Attleboro. W.H. Riley and Son is still owned by the same family, but now delivers oil and propane and services your heating and cooling systems. Today, like then, you can rely on W.H. Riley and Son for all your heating and cooling needs. Thank you to Jeff Schweitzer of Northeast Financial Strategies for helping us make this broadcast possible. Located in Rentham since 2010, committed to the local community, Jeff provides financial strategies that fit your needs. You can contact Jeff and talk about sports or finance at 800-560-4637 or nfsnet.com. Good luck to all of the athletes competing from Jeff Schweitzer and Northeast Financial Strategies. Rentham Cooperative Bank, established in 1901, 4 years before the forward pass was introduced to football, is a full-service Massachusetts chartered cooperative bank with no stockholders, helping us make this broadcast possible. They offer personal loans, mortgages, and all of the modern banking services you'd expect. Best of luck to all of the local teams from the Rentham Cooperative Bank. Find out more at renthamcoop.com. The Eaglebrook Saloon in Norfolk brings the look of the Wild West, a full menu and a family-friendly setting convenient to Gillette Stadium, Patriot Place, and the Rentham outlets, but a bit more rustic. An experience not often found in this neck of the woods, partner. Gift cards, T-shirts, and souvenirs always available. Good luck from Chuck and Ellen and everyone at Eaglebrook Saloon. All hail the spirit of Russ Francis. EaglebrookSaloon.com. Thank you to the Gavel Public House for underwriting this broadcast. Located in the heart of historic Rentham Center at 36 South Street, the Gavel Public House is dining in a cozy pub-style atmosphere. All menu items are prepared daily by our executive culinary team using local seasonal ingredients. The Gavel Public House has a full-service bar with a variety of craft beers. Enjoy dinner and drinks with friends in the outside seating area. Go to thegavelpublichouse.com. A special thanks to Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial, 896 Main Street, Walpole, Mass. Email Rich at rharwood@baystatefinancial.com. Rich has 31 years of financial advising and planning for families and businesses. He also specializes in financial and estate planning for families with special needs children and has the designation as a special care planner. He is the current board chairman of the ARC of Bristol County, a local nonprofit serving the needs of families in Norfolk and Bristol County. Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial.
Emerald Auto Sales and Service has provided complete auto repair on all foreign and domestic vehicles since 1991. They provide Mass and Rhode Island vehicle inspections and inspections for Massachusetts commercial vehicles. Emerald Auto Sales and Service can diagnose and repair check engine light issues. They're open weekdays 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to 1. For more information, you can call 508-809-6553 or at their location on Route 1 North Attleboro, diagonally across from the Toyota dealership. Ryan & Sons Family Sports is a three-generation family business that first opened their doors way back in 1949. Ryan & Sons is a local source for sports equipment and high school and professional sports apparel. They sell a variety of local town apparel, school sports hats, and more. Ryan & Sons is located at 15 North Main Street, downtown Attleboro. You're invited to stop by and check out their wide variety of embroidered and screen-printed high school sports apparel.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296. Nearly 150 years ago, William H. Riley and his son Elmer started providing coal, straw, and other heating supplies to the people of North Attleboro. W.H. Riley & Son is still owned by the same family, but now delivers oil and propane and services your heating and cooling systems. Today, like then, you can rely on W.H. Riley & Son for all your heating and cooling needs.
Welcome back to Gillette Stadium. Thank you, Paul Healy, along with Ryan Dollinger.
We're at Bill O'Brien.
He's going to
Bill
get.
O'Doyle.
He said he got too into watching the game and lost track of his stats, so he's going to get to the official stats. Hanover received the ball first, couldn't generate a first down, and had a good old-fashioned quick kick from the quarterback / punter. Foxboro generated 1 first down and punted it right back. And then on first down for Hanover, a 66-yard touchdown pass from Ben Scalzi to number 6, John McDonald, his 13th touchdown reception of the year. He's close to going over 1,000 for the season. The PAT was good by McDonald as well. It was 7-0. Coming right back. Oh, thank you. Okay. Coming right back for Foxboro. They went on their first long drive of the game. A 7-play drive covering 68 yards. A 41-yard touchdown pass from Marcicella to number 22, Ryan Foley, just a sophomore. It was a wheel route. PAT was good, 7-7. And then on Hanover's third play of the next possession, an interception by Foxboro's number 20, Shane Henry, or is it Henri? If he played hockey, it'd be Henri. Foxboro then drove for their own 24, turned it over on downs at the 9-yard line. But in the first play from scrimmage, Hanover fumbled it right back as the slot back was coming through for a jet sweep. Slot back, quarterback, and running back all collided. Ball landed on the ground, recovered by Foxboro's number 37, Trevor Palmer. On the first play from scrimmage, a 6-yard touchdown run by Ben Angelini. How many does that give Angelini for the year? That gives him his 24 touchdowns for the year for Angelini. Foxboro kicked off. Second play from scrimmage, Hanover fumbles again, a scoop and score for Brandon Bezenkis O'Grady from 35 yards out. Ryan, you've kind of liked the way he's played.
I sure have. He's been absolutely dominant up front on this defensive line. Now the Hawks have made some adjustments. They're starting to chip him on the line there and trying to halt him, but he's been an absolute menace on the defensive line in this first half for sure.
That gave Foxboro a 21-0 lead. Hanover, after 4 plays, was forced to punt. The snap was dropped. The punter had to flop on it. Foxboro took over at the 28-yard line. A 21-yard run by Ben Angelini. A 7-yard run by Ben Angelini for his 25th touchdown of the season. Made it 28-7 Foxboro. Don't quit on Hanover. They came back with a 15-play drive that covered 91 yards. The final play, a 12-yard touchdown pass from Scalzi to number 17, sophomore Sebastian Brown. PAT was good. That made it 28-14. Foxboro came right back, though, late in the half. 6 plays, 61 yards. A 41-yard completion from Marcicella to number 9. That's Eddie Feldman, a senior. Drive was completed by a dive over the top into the end zone by Lincoln Moore. PAT was good, 35-14. Bill, what do you got for stats?
Well, Paul, in the first half, we have a total, Foxboro has a total of 208 yards, 106 on the ground, and 106 in the air.
Wow.
106 on the ground, 102 in the air. Hanover, 148, only 12 rushing yards, which is huge. That's a big number. 136 in the air. A number that stands out to me here is the first downs. As I said, 8-7. It looks close, but not really. And the third down conversions, 2 of 5 for Foxboro. Hanover, 3 of 8.
Wow.
Yep, and those 2 turnovers by the Hawks, just uncharacteristic on that scoop and score by O'Grady, and the fumble on the very first play after that big 4th down stop. That's the difference in the momentum of this game by far.
Yeah, and then the punt that they couldn't get off ended up having to flop out of those 3 plays. Ben Angelini, 98 yards rushing on 16 carries, a long of 21, 2 touchdowns. Wow. Mancini, 6 rushes, 10 yards. But McDonald has played outstanding. The senior, John McDonald, 3 catches, 87 yards, and a touchdown. Sophomore Sebastian Brown has a touchdown as well. You have some notes written down. I want to let you get those. Wanted to let Ryan get to those.
Oh no, just kind of emphasizing my point here with the Hawks. I think it's going back to what you said, Paul. Benching your starters on the Thanksgiving Day game. Yeah. Not even maybe playing them for the first half or for a few series just to get their legs loose and keep the rust off.
Yeah.
And get them some game time. And I think it's showing in this game for sure. Those big on the 4th, 5th, and 6th drives for the Hawks in that half. Uncharacteristic mistakes on the exchanges on the handoffs, and a scoop and score, and then a 3-and-out on the botched punt. It's been the difference in this game for the Hawks, and let's see if they can actually they can get some momentum. I think Foxborough is actually receiving the second half kickoff.
Yep.
So the Hawks defense is really going to have to step up big on this first drive of the second half.
We'll be right back with the second half kickoff after this on 1320 WAR.
Hey.
There we go. Thank you to Jeff Schweitzer of Northeast Financial Strategies for helping us make this broadcast possible. Located in Rentham since 2010, committed to the local community, Jeff provides financial strategies that fit your needs. You can contact Jeff and talk about sports or finance at 800-560-4637 or nfsnet.com. Good luck to all of the athletes competing from Jeff Schweitzer and Northeast Financial Strategies.
WARA. Hanover, coached by Brian Kelleher in his first year, longtime defensive coordinator for the Hawks. Mark Landolfi is on the staff. Landolfis have played at Duxbury. One of them's playing in the prep school league this year, had an outstanding season. Ooh, the lights going off, up and down. As Foxborough.
There we go.
The Foxboro Stadium is 4 miles from Foxboro High School, but they're the visiting team today against the #1 seed, Hanover, and Hanover is kicking off right to left.
It's got to be cool for these kids to see this light show and be on the field for it. Pretty cool little atmosphere that they got going here at Gillette. Good for them.
Conversely, Jack Martinelli in his 42nd year. Ball blows off the tee as the wind is picking up a little bit. Jack Martinelli and the Foxboro staff. You know what I have in common with the Foxboro coaching staff? Like me, you usually hear them before you see them.
Right.
They are loud and enthusiastic, as
They sure
I've
are.
often been accused of being. Kickoff through the end zone for a touchback. This is the 4th game we've done. That's the farthest kickoff, number 6. John McDonald. I love high school football when kids play multiple positions.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like you said before, Paul, it gives these kids a chance to really play and enjoy the game of football. And you don't know, most of these kids, this will be the last time they ever step on a football field.
Yep. Well, you step on a football field. We used to have our annual day after Thanksgiving touch football game.
Yeah.
But in uniform and full pads. Pistol formation, Angelini behind Marcusella. The quarterback runs left behind the left tackle Balde, left guard O'Keefe. Lockwood's the center.
That's a great start for that Hawks defense.
Yep.
Run game has been really dominant so far for this Warrior team, and they're able to stuff them in the gap, hold them to a minimal gain of 1, 2nd and 9. See what this Hawks defense can make some adjustments at halftime and get themselves a fighting chance in this game.
Foxboro at their own 21-yard line, going to the sideline. Marcusella gets the call. Power pistol formation, fullback to the left of the shotgun quarterback, tailback behind him, twins to the right, tight end left. Fake to Angelini, bubble screen to Nolan Gordon, but he's hit almost right after he catches it, stays alive, gains out to the 27, maybe 28-yard line. This is going to be 3rd and 2. Sneaky good play, Gordon.
Yeah, real sneaky good play. You get the play action. You get the entire defense to roll towards Angelini's side there, anticipating the run. But Hanover does a great job here in pursuit on that screen pass, holding them to a minimal gain, but a big 3rd and 2 here, Paul.
Huge 3rd and 2 as Foxboro, if they can have a long drive here. There's the 2 tight end power pistol. Angelini runs right. Angelini has the first down.
Yep, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, Paul. Line up in that big power pistol formation. Just hand the ball off to Angelini and let your offensive line do the work. Big first down.
Timothy Carlson in on the tackle for Hanover. So he moves from the 28 to the 33. That's a 5-yard gain.
Paul, that puts him over 100 yards. He's at 104 right now.
He's been feasting tonight. Angelini in this game, and then in the previous game, we had Alex, I forget his last name. Give me a second. Alex Barlow with over 250 yards rushing last game.
10 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Marcusella pump fakes up the
pump
right
and go.
sideline.
Oh, he had him.
Just overthrows Mackay Bryant. Mackay's got 44 catches this year for 888 yards and 12 touchdowns.
Nolan Gordon, Foxboro.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, we each made that mistake
Hey, I
once.
got you. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Hey,
That's
team effort.
Gordon just 555 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns. Missed it by that much.
Had a
2nd and 10.
sluggo route, had him wide open on that play action play on first down, just overthrew him just a little bit.
2 tight ends, 2 fullbacks, shotgun quarterback, and a tailback. Power play to the right, getting to the corner, lowering his shoulder and initiating contact.
Mazankis O'Grady.
Yes. Nice tackle by number 54.
He was lined up in an H-back position there instead of handing it off to Angelini. Angelini's the lead blocker on this play, Paul. And he lays out a great block, freeing up some space for O'Grady to pick up the first down. This power running game, this Hawks defense just doesn't have an answer for it, Paul.
Lucas Maynard on the tackle, although to be honest, it might have been Joseph Picard. 4-man front or 3 down linemen off outside linebacker on the line. Reverse play from the right slot, coming in motion to the left, taking the pitch, avoiding tackles.
Wow,
nice
look at
run.
that.
Still at his feet. That's Tony Sullivan, a senior. With skills like that, he'd be a starting running back on a bunch of teams, but not on a team with Ben Angelini. Nice play.
Try and describe this play as best as I can, folks, but it's a fake handoff to Angelini on a reverse to number 5 Sullum there, the senior. He's able to break off tackles, bounces off of his offensive lineman, keeps his feet moving, and able to avoid a lot of tackles and pick up a first down there. An unbelievable effort by Tony Sullum.
Bill, what'd you get for yardage on that? I missed the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage, I have him down. I was just trying to think about where he was. It was 11 or 12 yards on that.
Okay. Now the line of scrimmage is a 38-yard line for Foxboro. Again, 1 tight end toss to Angelini to the right. Beautiful block by Lincoln Moore.
Ooh.
Angelini knocked out of bounds by number 7 Hutchison and number 21 Johnson. But he moves from the 38-yard line to the 13.
Yeah, great toss play there, extending the defense to the edges. They're just not able to contain the edge, and Angelini with enough speed to break it to the outside for a huge gain again. And another first down for this Warriors offense, and they are not slowing down.
25-yard gain, 3rd first down of this drive, which gives them how many first downs? 11 in the game. Fullback right in the power pistol. Angelini runs right, trying to run behind Ehrman and Flynn, the tackle and guard. Number 4 on a nice tackle for Hanover, Vinny Mancini.
And Angelini's down. And he's not moving.
Also number 28 on that tackle, Brandon Arico.
Yeah, it's his right leg. I'm not exactly sure the severity of this.
Yeah. He runs right. When we get back, it'll be 2nd down, 7 yards to go. Ball just outside the 10-yard line. Foxboro leads 35-14, 7:56 to go in the 3rd quarter on 1320 WAR.
Hey.
Rentham Cooperative Bank, established in 1901, 4 years before the forward pass was introduced to football, is a full-service Massachusetts chartered cooperative bank with no stockholders, helping us make this broadcast possible. They offer personal loans, mortgages, and all of the modern banking services you'd expect. Best of luck to all of the local teams from the Rentham Cooperative Bank. Find out more at renthamcoop.com.
Rentham Cooperative Bank, they're opening a new location in Norfolk, Massachusetts. The old location of Santander. Tight end is to the right. That's number 34 for Foxboro, Anthony Perazzo. Angelini came off the field in his own power. Looks like a cramp. They give it to his backup running back. That's number 22. Ryan Foley taken down. Number 4 in on another tackle. That's Vinny Mancini again. And there was another Hawk there. Sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, Foley getting an opportunity in the backfield after having a 41-yard touchdown pass earlier in the game on the second drive for the Warriors. Able to get some playing time there with Angelini on the sideline, resting that cramp.
2-yard run, moves from the 10 to the 8. That makes it 3rd and 5 for the Warriors from the 8-yard line of the Hawks. 7 minutes to go in the third quarter, 35-14 Foxboro.
Yeah, big 3rd and 5 here, Paul.
Trips to the left, spread formation, one wide out to the right. Running back to the right of the quarterback. Marsusella pressured, back to pass. That might be intentional grounding.
Here we go.
Yeah, great pressure up front by that Hawks defense. Just nowhere to go with the ball for Marcuselli. He had some time in the pocket there, but great coverage down the field by that Hawks secondary. And I think they're going to get him for intentional grounding. There's
Bill,
the
what's
flag.
the conversation between the officials?
Well, the conversation is, was there anybody in the vicinity for the pass? The pass never reached the line to gain. It hit the ground. It can go out of bounds, but it has to cross the line of scrimmage. It never did. So it's 5 yards, once again, 5 yards from where the ball was thrown, and a loss of down.
Wow. So now that's going to, instead of 3rd and 5, it's going to be 4th and 14.
What do you think here, Paul? You think they're going to give Owen Hayes a chance at making a field goal here? I believe they are. I think this is the first field goal attempt that we'll witness in our games broadcasting these past couple days.
Line of scrimmage, that's right, is the 17. So this will be about a 35-yard field goal.
In the NFL goalpost. Let's go, Owen.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Come on, Owen.
Long snapper.
Nail this kick,
Low
kid.
snap.
Get there. Get there.
Hayes.
Yes.
Yep. Oh, just
No
to the
good.
left.
Wide to the left.
It had the
Just missed
distance.
It, yes.
It had the distance. Solid effort by Owen there.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-play drive. They don't score, but there's just 6:38 to go.
Hey, good on you, Coach Jack, for giving your man an opportunity to make that field goal there.
Paul, here's the difference in the NCAA.
Yep.
The ball would have returned to where the ball was previously spotted.
Yep.
A field goal attempt is similar to a punt, i.e. a scrimmage kick.
Yep.
It can be returned.
Yes.
And it goes, because it is a punt and a scrimmage kick that ended in the end zone, the ball starts at the 20.
Hanover at their own 20-yard line. Try to run a quick bubble screen inside to John McDonald, get one of their playmakers the ball. It's incomplete. 2nd down.
Yeah, John McDonald probably close to double-digit targets so far in this game. He's been Ben Scalzi's really been looking to him and putting an emphasis on targeting him, but just not able to get going too much here. McDonald with a big 66-yard touchdown pass earlier in the game. Hasn't really been able to get going since.
Hanover moving right to left. Balls on the left hash mark. 3 wideouts to the right. That's the wide side. Huge splits on the offensive line. 1 wideout to the left. They give to Mancini up the middle. And again, the wide splits trying to create space, create gaps. Let Mancini, your running back, pick the hole. That worked well for Hanover.
Yeah, great zone run scheme there. Able to get some blocks into that second level that Hanover's been struggling to do. A great hole opened up there for Mancini. Able to get some big yards. I think it'll be a 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. 3rd and less than 1. They're over the 29-yard line. Want to say hello to Mr. Blue Pride, Mark LaFontaine, texting in. We told him we'd give him a shutout. Greatest sports fan in the history of Attleboro High School. Trips to the right on 3rd and 1. Spread formation on a short yardage play. And hit in the backfield. A tackle for loss by Lincoln Moore. Leading tackler coming in with 94 tackles. Dropped short was Aiden Booten.
Fantastic play by Lincoln Moore to get in that backfield and make a big tackle on the shoestrings there for a loss of yardage. A big loss, and it's a big 4th down and 4, I want to say.
Minus 2.
4th
Long
and
3, short 4. The scoreboard's calling it 3, but what's Kevin Callahan calling it? All right. 4th and 3. So this is a make or break play with 5:13 to go in the 3rd quarter. Trips right. Back to pass. Throwing over the middle. The wideout. Did a quick square in. Makes the catch for the 1st down. That's number 17 on the catch, sophomore Sebastian Brown.
Yeah, who had the big touchdown pass late in that 1st half. Able to make a big catch here. Great throw by Scalzi to put it right in the hands, and a big 1st down pickup for the Hawks.
For the 27 to the 35. Gain of 8. Wow, sorry about that, folks.
Paul getting a little tired, huh?
Yawning during a Foxboro Hanover Division
No
5
way.
championship game. 1st and 10, their own 35. Trips to the right. That's the short side now. One wide out, all alone left. Defensive backs playing off him. Mancini tries to run right as they pull their guards. It's going to be a short gain. We'll give you the Hanover offensive line left to right. Regan, Collins, Kennedy, Picard, and McCarthy. Gain of 1.
Yeah, Mancini just nowhere to run on that play. This, again, credit to this Warriors defensive front, able to clog up the holes and make this Hawk team one-dimensional. And Scalzi's having some trouble going on here.
Their own 36-yard line, 2nd and 9. Twins to the right, that's the short side. Twins to the wide side. Scalzi scrambling. Oh, we're going to have a flag for a late hit. Foxboro with the interception, and it's not going to matter. That was a clear late hit by number 44, Mazenkis O'Grady. Bill, you agree?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Number
big
1,
late
player
hit.
safety.
Yep.
And this will be an automatic 1st down.
And a great play by the
Great
defensive
interception.
back, Cam Dulesky. But that was a late
Sophomore.
hit. Reaching out, number 44, Brandon Mazenkis O'Grady. And how many sacks does he have today?
2.
So he's got 16 sacks on the season, 4 blocked kicks.
Oh, they're calling it a face mask. And not roughing.
Ooh. Either way, he reached out, so.
Yeah. So it's not an automatic, but it is going to be 15.
Yep.
Trivia question for you. How many automatic 1st downs are there in Federation?
This is why you're here, Bill.
The answer is 5, and it all involves roughing.
Okay.
I'll let you figure them out.
All right. Roughing the passer, roughing the punter.
That's 2.
Roughing the kicker.
That's 3.
Unnecessary roughness.
No.
No.
1st down at the 49 of Foxboro. Going deep down the right sideline. Just misses connecting with number 3, Owen Cross.
Yep, and number 3 for Foxboro, Rashawn Lewis in on that coverage there. Great coverage, making sure that the receiver stays on the sideline, playing inside leverage, and great defense and just a hair overthrown. That would have been a tight throw to make, but great coverage by that Warriors secondary.
4-man front for Foxboro. O'Keefe, one of the defensive tackles. The sophomore Whitted, Nathan Whitted, the other defensive tackle, excuse me. 2nd and 10, Hanover, the 49 of Foxboro. Bubble screen, passes caught by McDonald. He's going to get as far as the Foxboro 42. It'll be 4th and short.
Yeah, a lot of screen passes for McDonald, trying to give him the ball in space, able to make some moves and get a solid pickup on
3rd and short.
on 2nd down there, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 4 situation here for this Hawks offense.
3rd and 4 at the Foxboro 43-yard line. So that was a 6-yard gain.
Not a lot of urgency for this Hawks offense. Down by 3 scores, still 3 minutes left in the third.
9th play of the drive. Oh, nice skinny post over the middle. Catch made for the first down by the sophomore Sebastian Brown. Wrestled to the turf by Lewis. First down.
Yeah, simple little route concept. He had Brown one-on-one all by himself on an island on that far side of the field. Able to make runs a great route by Sebastian Brown here. And a great throw by Scalzi in between the defenders. First down.
From the 43 to the 31, 12-yard gain.
Yeah, this is the Hawks offense that we thought we were going to see in the first half, Paul.
Well, Foxboro's has something to say about that.
I'm sure they have.
Scalzi is back, trips to the right, one wide out to the left, rolls to the right. Post corner pattern broken up by the Rashawn Lewis, the sophomore.
Yeah, I think Scalzi tried to force that one into there. Tight coverage, 2 white jerseys around that pass. Live to fight another down though, 2nd and 10.
11th play of the drive coming up. What are Scalzi's passing stats, Bill?
As of right now, Paul,
Yes.
give me one moment while I just do this out.
In that case, give us his stats from since last Tuesday. Sorry.
Well, here's another.
Absolutely, I'm done. I'm
2nd and 10. 2 backs surrounding the quarterback. Rushed quickly, throws over the middle, it's complete. McDonald still on the run at the 15, taken down at the 15. Nice open field tackle by Rashawn Lewis.
Yeah, Scalzi stood tough in the pocket on that throw, making a good throw under duress. Able to find his man McDonald in the middle of the field in between that zone. Little bit of a breakdown in that zone coverage, I believe, by the Warriors secondary, but a great throw by Scalzi there in the middle of the field under duress and a big first down.
16-yard gain as the ball's now at the 15-yard line. John McDonald having a good day at receiver. Inside 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Foxborough leads 35-14. Twins each way, one running back to the right of the quarterback, Scalzi. Nice block by Mancini. But nice rush up the middle. Who's number 37 in the white?
Yeah, that's a great rush.
That's Trevor Palmer.
Trevor Palmer with big rush up front, putting a lot of pressure on Scalzi. Scalzi just kind of throws that ball away in the vicinity of his receiver just to live for another down there. Good decision by Scalzi on there.
You know, we talk about how big this Foxborough team is. Trevor Scalzi is an undersized defensive end, but he stays low and puts the pressure on. 2nd and 10.
Little interesting stat, I guess, for you for the game, for our games, Paul. I think we've made about a half a dozen mistakes, which is lower than our normal average.
I have the stats when you're ready.
All right, there we go. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. The Hawks at the 15-yard line. Oh, intercepted!
Oh.
Tried to hit that slant pattern that has worked so well for them. Lincoln Moore on the interception for Foxborough.
Scalzi wants that one back. That's for sure. He didn't see the defender.
Okay. Foxborough players yelling at the Hanover players because they just
There it
can't
is.
help themselves.
Yep.
That's
It's getting chippy down there now, I think. Frustrations are taking over on that Hanover team. You mentioned it before, Paul. A lot of negative body language coming back onto the field after that half.
and we have laundry.
Yeah. While the officials are discussing this, what are Scalzi's passing stats?
He is before that pass. He was 14 of 20 for 180 yards.
Wow.
And here's the call from the official. Dead ball foul.
Oh, they're calling it on Hanover.
Wow.
They're not calling it on Foxborough. They're calling it on Hanover.
So that's going to move the ball from the end of the interception, end of the run.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big penalty.
Wow. So with 1:34 to go in the third quarter, Foxborough leads 35-14, and they have the ball at their own 39-yard line. 1st and 10. Marcella gives to number, is that 32?
22.
Yeah.
22, thank you. Ryan Foley. And he's stacked up after a gain of 1.
He's had some tough sledding.
And Angelini getting a little bit of a rest on the sideline there, giving Foley a chance here, the sophomore running back.
Nice
Great tackle.
Yeah, by number 73, excuse me, Ryan, number 73, John Regan. That's why he's a captain.
Yeah, Regan with a great tackle there, able to shed the block, hold him to a minimal gain. But this, we haven't seen too many of those with this Warrior 1 game tonight.
4-man front. 1 linebacker. They're blitzing. Incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Yeah, tough play there. I think number 5, Tony Sullen, we called his name on the previous drive there, comes in motion trying to get a bubble screen pass. I think he slipped on the turf once the snap came, and ball just sails over his head. And 3rd down and long now for the Warriors.
They're at their own 40-yard line. 3rd down, 9 yards to go. Defensive ends, for Hanover, number 50, Joseph Picard, and number 73, John Regan. One of the defensive tackles is 62, Noah Bailowitz. Missed who the other one is. Here's that power formation. The power pistol again, the left fullback running right. He's out to the 45-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and about 4 yards to go. One of the Hanover players getting up slow. 2 tight ends, 2 fullbacks in the shotgun formation, 1 tailback.
They got an injury on the field here for the Hawks.
Second time they've run that play. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it'll be 4th and 4 for Foxboro at their own 45-yard line. They lead 35-14.
The Eagle Brook Saloon in Norfolk brings the look of the Wild West, a full menu in a family-friendly setting, convenient to Gillette Stadium, Patriot Place, and the Rentham outlets, but a bit more rustic. An experience not often found in this neck of the woods, partner. Gift cards, T-shirts, and souvenirs always available. Good luck from Chuck and Ellen and everyone at Eagle Brook Saloon. All hail the spirit of Russ Francis. EagleBrookSaloon.com.
Yep, Chuck and Ellen, and don't forget John and Charlotte McTurnan as well. All right, what are the 5 ways?
All right, the 5 ways that is automatic.
Automatic first
using
down.
the word roughing. Roughing the passer, roughing the kicker, roughing the punter.
That's 3.
Roughing the holder.
Oh!
And the one that you never see, but every now and then it happens, is roughing the center. Because the center during the snap of a long snap has to be allowed to get his head up to protect himself. Had that call this year in Ashland.
Really?
Against Bellingham, yes.
The Clockers against the Blackhawks.
Yes.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Foxboro with a 35-14 lead over Hanover.
Yeah, no scoring in that 3rd quarter at all, which is what we're not used to.
We got to get to a break, but I got to point out there are no longer any shirtless Hanover fans.
You don't say.
We'll be back with a 4th quarter right after this.
Thank you to the Gavel Public House for underwriting this broadcast. Located in the heart of historic Rentham Center at 36 South Street, the Gavel Public House is dining in a cozy pub-style atmosphere. All menu items are prepared daily by our executive culinary team using local seasonal ingredients. The Gavel Public House has a full-service bar with a variety of craft beers. Enjoy dinner and drinks with friends in the outside seating area. Go to thegavelpublichouse.com. A special thanks to Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial, 896 Main Street, Walpole, Mass. Email Rich at rharwood@baystatefinancial.com. Rich has 31 years of financial advising and planning for families and businesses. He also specializes in financial and estate planning for families with special needs children and has the designation as a special care planner. He is the current board chairman of the ARC of Bristol County, a local nonprofit serving the needs of families in Norfolk and Bristol County. Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial.
Welcome back to Gillette Stadium. Paul Healy along with Ryan Dolinger, Bill Keith Jr. Peter Bray on camera. Kevin Callahan on graphics. How's he doing, Jim? Jim Jones, our engineer in charge. I promise I won't call you at 8:20 tomorrow morning. Okay, all right. Again, this radio broadcast, 24 hours after the game, we have Peter Bray's camera work. The video footage will be linked up with the radio call. That'll be available on our AACS YouTube channel forever. To live and relive this game again and again, send it to your relatives, friends.
And to be heard around the world.
Yes. 4th down, 3 yards to go for Foxboro. They're going to do the right thing with a 35-14 lead and 12 minutes left. They're going to punt it away. Number 55 in punting formation, Owen Hayes. Big rush, gets it off. That's a funky sideways spin on the ball.
Goes right out at about the 30. Oh, wow. Oh, they give him a lot of yards on that.
Yeah, that was generous.
Yeah, real generous. I thought that ball just went out of bounds at like the 32, and he spots it at about the 37.
Yeah.
But he's right.
All right. Yeah.
Explain
All
why
right.
he's right, Bill.
Because we're never wrong.
Hanover has the ball trailing 35-14. That's 21 points. They're at their own 37-yard line, 1st and 10. There's 11:53 to go in the game. Shotgun formation, twins both ways. Throws into the left slot, little bit underthrown. Mancini can't make the catch. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. A rare Ben Scalzi mistake.
Yes. Scalzi putting up some pretty solid numbers tonight, Paul, but a lot of uncharacteristic mistakes in that first half that just put him behind, and just this Hawk offense just hasn't been able to get anything going. And give some credit to that Warrior defense. They've been physical all night long and have just taken it to that Hawks offense.
Again, Scalzi came in with 2,407 yards passing, 36 touchdowns, just 6 interceptions. Against Gloucester, he had 11 completions for 323 yards and 6 touchdowns in the first half. In that game, he also ran the ball 30 times for 162 yards and 2 more touchdowns. Other than that, he didn't do much. Incomplete pass, but there's holding there on someone. Holding against, is that against Hanover, Bill?
It is. Given the options to Foxborough right now.
So
it would be either
second 20 or
second
30.
and 20 or 3rd and 10. And they're going to go 3rd and 10.
So, Bill, you and your fellow officials get together occasionally and whoops.
He is going to march it off. They are going to put him back.
Wow. You get together and watch broadcasts of the games you had done the previous Thursday, Friday, or Saturday.
We certainly do. We also review them during our meetings that we have throughout the season. And used as a learning tool.
Yeah.
It's since video has come out, it's so much better. We get the films, and the clarity is much better than the old films.
2nd and 20 from their own 28-yard line. Heavy rush on Scalzi, taken down from behind. We didn't mention number 37, Trevor Palmer, much early in this game. Boy, has he had a hell of a second half.
Yeah, he sure has. He got right in that backfield on that jet sweep to John McDonald. And John McDonald just nowhere to run the ball there. This Warriors defense has just been penetrating that line all night long, and a great stop there.
Trevor Moore getting a rest, coming out in his senior or junior James DeGaffney getting some starts. A lot of clean jerseys coming out, something Duxbury didn't do till there was about 30 seconds left in the game. Foxborough doing it the right way with 11 minutes left. Trips to the right, rolling left is Scalzi, has time, throws up the sideline, incomplete.
Incidental contact.
Yep. No call, it'll be 4th down and 20 yards to go.
That's great defense by Tony Sullum there, the corner. He made a great play on 1st down, forcing the incompletion to the on the pass to the outside, and again, great coverage by Tony Sullum there on that pass. And now they got a 4th down and 22.
And they're going to go for it.
That previous pass where it was a loss of yardage, or the previous play was actually considered a pass.
Oh, wow.
Yep. A little shovel pass.
Yes.
4th down, 22 yards to go. They try
Lateral.
a hook and lateral, and it's taken down, diagnosed beautifully. In the tackles, Rasheed Lewis, and of course, Lincoln Moore. The catch was made by number 17, Sebastian Brown. Pitched it to Owen Cross. Didn't fool the Warriors.
Yeah, this Warrior defense has not been fooled all night long. Give them all the credit in the world in this game tonight. They've been stingy, and they've held up in the run game and forced the Hawks to be completely one-dimensional. And Scalzi's been under pressure all night long. And this Warriors team is about 10 minutes and 40 seconds away from a state championship.
Just on principle, though, to use a basketball reference, 2 Tommy points to Hanover for running the hook and ladder. Gosh, I love that play. In the great Miami Dolphins, Kansas City Chiefs game all those years ago, Ed Podolak leading the Chiefs. Miami used the hook and ladder in that game. Musasela.
Yep. We had movement on the outside.
10:39 to go. Foxboro leads 35-14.
Can't see his number because of his jersey being a little crinkled up.
Is it 42 maybe?
No.
No?
Just on the body language. He's coming off the field. I think it's either number 5 or number 6. Number 5. He moved just before. Number 6. He moved just before the snap.
Well, number 5 is Tony Sulum, a captain. Number 6 is Carter Daly, a senior. 2 tight ends. Tight end on the left. Perazzo, tight end on the right, I believe is Mazenkas O'Grady. That power pistol formation, 2 fullbacks, tailback. And that tailback is number 3, Rashawn Lewis, a sophomore. He gets the 5 yards back.
43, I think, actually. Edosa Omumu. I'm sorry if I butchered that name. I'm sure I did. The senior running back.
Yeah, he's a fullback, though, because I think it was number 3, because you can see that kind of back pad that's shining. Yeah. He's the one who had the ball. That was a 7-yard gain. So it's 2nd down, 8 yards to go. They give again to Rashawn Lewis.
Isn't he shifty? Big hit.
He gets to about the 20-yard line. Good to see Jack Martinelli and his staff getting as many players as they can onto this Gillette Stadium turf.
Absolutely.
I wish some other coaches had done that.
Right.
What was that, Bill?
They gave him the first down on that run.
Wow. So an 8-yard run, and he got 8 yards and an inch.
Yeah, Rashawn Lewis, real shifty, real quick, able to make a couple of cuts. Real agile there, able to find the hole, pick up the first down. Great run by Lewis.
They're at the 20-yard line, 9:37 to go. Clock is moving. What are Angelini's? Well, after this play, give us Angelini's stats. Power pistol formation. Again, they run left with Lewis. Nice cut inside.
Fantastic
Makes a
cut.
tackle or miss.
And he's still going.
Spins out of another one. All right, Angelini's going to graduate, but Foxboro's got some talent coming back. Give the tackle to Kai Ogbuzi. And number 7 in the blue, I'm going to say right now, we haven't mentioned him enough. He's played well defensively.
Yeah,
so Ben Angelini, what are his stats?
20 carries for 132 at this point that I have.
Wow. 6-yard gain by Rashard Lewis. It'll be 2nd and 4 at the 14. I want to apologize to Kai Obuzi and Obuzi's everywhere, because he's been involved in more plays than I've given him credit for. High snap. Here's another running back. This is number 5. That's the senior captain, Tony Sulum.
Yeah, a lot of different players for the Warriors getting in here and getting some opportunities to run the football, Paul. Up by 3 scores, clock ticking down, 8.5 minutes to go.
He gained 4, gained 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 1, just outside the 10. We call it the 11. Yeah, clock moving, 8:12, 8:11, 8:10. Guess what comes next?
12. 13.
Here's that power pistol formation. 2 new fullbacks are in. Also number 22, Ryan Foley, and a fullback on the right. The senior captain
Sullum is
dashing forward.
Yep, he's in.
Crashing
Touchdown.
into the end zone. Touchdown for senior captain Tony Sullum.
Yeah, see, this Warriors team ain't going to quit. Sullum goes right into the end zone. Hanover just not able to bring him down. Yep, a run just straight up the gut, and he just carries 3-4 tacklers into the end zone.
Behind that line, number 60 is in now for Foxboro. Oh, that's Lockwood. He's been in. He's the center. But behind the left tackle, Balde, O'Keefe, the left guard, Lockwood, the center, Flynn, the right guard, Ehrman, the right tackle, smartest player, brains of the outfit, according to Jack Martinelli. Barrazzo's a tight end, along with Mazekis, O'Grady. PAT by Owens is good. It's 42-14, 7:53 to go.
Yeah, give all the credit to this Warriors team. They were prepared and ready, and they came out prepared and ready for this game. And the experience of Coach Jack Martinelli in his 42nd year, able to prepare his team perfectly with a great game plan, both offensively and defensively.
Wow.
And the Hawks just made too many mistakes early in that first half. Uncharacteristic mistakes that this Warriors team took full advantage of, and they never looked back, Paul.
Jack Martinelli in his 42nd year, on his way to his 305th win. Actually, this is going to be 306, isn't it? Yes, 306th win. Against 138 losses, 5 ties. And that's how you know when a coach has been around a long time.
Oh, yeah.
When there are ties on his record.
Paul, I was watching the sideline. Angelini was one of the first players to greet number 5 as he came to the sideline.
Outstanding.
They really care about each other. You can see that just from the way that they're covering for each other.
Oh, big hit, kickoff return. This number 28, Arico, he gets all the way out to the 36-yard line. Special teams tackle number 17, Caden Hassett.
What won't be in the stats is what number 17, Caden, did. He held his position. He didn't go chase the ball. He maintained his lane. Stood right there, waited for the ball carrier to come to him. It was a nice play.
My big brother Mike, who was my color commentator since the late 90s, he used to talk about that. Stats there are no stats for. The defensive end holds the edge, takes on 2 blockers, gets a headache. Outside linebacker gets credit for the tackle.
Right, yep.
You know, got to do your job. Ball is at their own 36-yard line for Hanover. Scalzi back to pass. Scalzi, excuse me. And he's going to be... Did he get the pass off?
He did.
He did.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Went out at the 50.
Oh, right.
I couldn't believe he got it off.
Really?
He was under big pressure.
So they started at their own 36, 1st and 10, pass incomplete. Line of scrimmage is, well, I just said the 30. Boy, I'm getting punchy.
Yeah.
4 games in 2 nights. 2 3-hour radio shows to do on those same days.
There you go.
Bill, that's it. We're done. You take it from here.
Nope. My stat sheet says I'm done. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy this. It's just a mess.
2nd 10, Scalzi back to pass. Throws over the middle, just behind Owen Cross.
Intended for the umpire.
Yeah. That's the one with your spot on the football field.
You got it, yep.
I'm going to bet that Scalzi normally gets to throw more passes with his feet set.
Yeah, I would imagine so. This Warrior, like you mentioned before, Paul, I don't think Hanover has faced a size and defensive front that we've seen Foxboro display tonight. Scalzi just has been under pressure all night long, and this Warriors defense just came out and punched him right in the mouth. Never look back.
Is that Bismarck Suarez? Or in it tackle? Yes, that's Bismarck Suarez in a defensive tackle. Scalzi throws to the left. Incomplete to Connor Hutchinson. It's going to be 4th and 10. And the worst thing about those incomplete passes, they're clock stoppers.
Yep, touche. Still 7.5 minutes to go. can't help but mention it, Paul, like especially on these rollouts when Scalzi's had time, these receivers are just quitting on their routes, just kind of standing around, not trying to get open. I know you're down by, what, 35 points here, but you still, or 28 points, I'm sorry. But you got to still play. There's still 7.5 minutes to go.
Trips to the left, one back, one wide out to the right. Scalzi looks to the right, throws. Nice catch made by McDonald. Nobody's quitting on that play. McDonald with a first down catch. Tackle made by Caden Hassett. First down, Hawks. Good for them.
Like you said, Paul, Scalzi hasn't really been able to set his feet tonight, and that play was no different. Able to throw the ball towards his receiver, McDonald, give his man a chance, and actually a really accurate throw and a great catch by McDonald to move the chains and pick up the first down.
19-yard gain. Near the Pat Patriot logo, which when I'm benevolent czar is coming back for the Patriots. Scalzi wants to throw deep, decides to run. That's going to be a 16, 17-yard gain and another tackle for Lincoln Moore. Leads the team. He's well over 100 tackles now.
Yeah, Scalzi looking deep down the field there, trying to hit McDonald on a go route. Covered up and double coverage. Great job by the Warriors defense there in the secondary, but Scalzi able to escape the pocket and pick up a big gain.
From the 44-yard line to the 27-yard line. 17?
Yep.
17-yard scramble for Scalzi. Throws over the middle, tipped, nearly intercepted. In and out of the hands of Sebastian Brown.
Yeah, I thought Brown had an opportunity to catch that ball. Scalzi throws a bullet in between coverage there. Halfway decent throw, but almost intercepted there.
Clock stops with 6:26 to go. Hanover down 42-14 here in the Division 5 championship game. King Philip defeated the Marshfield Rams to win the D2 championship. Milton fell behind Walpole 14-0, then scored 42 consecutive points to come away with a 42-21 win in Division 3. In Division 4, Duxbury dominated Scituate. Sorry, brain fart. And here in Division 5, there's McDonald again. He's going to catch that ball in the left flat and use his feet to get a first down.
15.
So where was that line of scrimmage? The 27? And he's now at the 11.
26 to 11.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, solid little screen pass there to McDonald on the far side there, and able to find some space. Great blocking by his receivers next to him as well to pick up a big gain. And it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 11. Let's see if the Hawks can put some points on the board here.
Of course, sadly, it went out of bounds and the clock stopped with 6:19 to go. Twins left, that's the short side. Twins right, running back to the right of Scalzi. Ben Scalzi, the outstanding senior quarterback. 36 touchdown passes coming into this game. Incomplete.
Yeah, pass intended there for Owen Cross. Had the ball in his hands, but to no avail. Shane Henry, the senior, able to make a great defensive play and bat that ball out of his hands, I believe. Yeah, great defense.
Scalzi, actually that number is up to 38 touchdowns on the season after having 2 touchdowns today. 6:13 to go. This is when you wish the clock operator had a heavy thumb.
Unfortunately, we can't.
Yes, because the clock operator. How long has the clock operator been part of the officiating crew officially?
Well, for as long as I have, but I believe it's probably been about 15, 20, at least 20 years. That way you eliminate the home field.
Yeah, heavy thumb.
Yeah.
Pass over the middle, overthrown high into the netting. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 11-yard line for the Hawks. Clock stops with 6:08 to go. 42-14 Foxboro.
Clock operator is not an easy job.
No.
It is not an easy job.
Who do we have here on the Jumbotron?
And they're honoring, up in the screen. Oh no, who's that?
Is that?
I don't know who's. They were showing someone on a wheelchair in the screen. You're the one with a monitor. Kevin Callahan, usually behind a microphone. doing graphics today. Scalzi back to pass, throws into the flat, caught by Mancini. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hanover.
Yeah, great play design
Good for
there.
them.
Great play design there. Mancini gets one-on-one man coverage against a linebacker. Quick little out route. Mancini's too fast for that linebacker. Gets to the edge and scores the touchdown. And a great offensive drive there for the Hawks.
Yeah, they drove for their own 37 all the way into the end zone. That's a 63-yard drive in 10 plays.
Yeah, the linebacker gets caught in traffic there. Man-to-man zone, man-to-man look there. Mancini able to break away and walk right in.
So that makes it 42-20 Foxborough. The left-footed John McDonald right through the uprights. 42 Foxborough, 21 Hanover. Good to see Hanover get on the board there. We still have 6:02 to go. Foxborough with a 20-point lead. We'll be right back on 1320 WARA.
Emerald Auto Sales and Service has provided complete auto repair on all foreign and domestic vehicles since 1991. They provide Mass and Rhode Island vehicle inspections and inspections for Massachusetts commercial vehicles. Emerald Auto Sales and Service can diagnose and repair check engine light issues. They're open weekdays 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to 1. For more information, you can call 508-809-6553 or at their location on Route 1 North Attleboro, diagonally across from the Toyota dealership.
Welcome back to 1320 WARA. Is the Hockomock League top to bottom the deepest league in the state? Sure, St. John's, the Varian, and the Catholic Memorial in the Catholic Conference are outstanding, but Foxborough is going to win Division 5 from the Hawk. King Philip won Division 2, and King Philip had one game all season long where they won by less than 2 scores. That was a 13-7 victory over this Foxborough
against
team.
Foxborough, yep. I'm sure if you match these guys up again, this Warrior defense, the way they look tonight.
Oof.
Expecting an onside here.
Yep. 5 up front. 4 players with skill position numbers behind them. Goes to the second level.
There you go.
Hey, you know what? My voice is just about giving out.
There you go. It's getting there, huh?
Recovered by number 18, Joe Nicholson, a 5'8 junior.
Yeah, 6 minutes to go for this Warrior offense. Now I'm sure we're going to still see a heavy dose of this run game to run the clock out. There's Ben Angelini walking back out onto the field to take this possession, I believe. Get his last snaps in as a Foxborough Warrior, and 6 minutes away from becoming a state champion.
Foxborough 1st and 10, their own 40-yard line. 6 minutes to go. There's that power pistol. 2 tight ends, 2 fullbacks, tailback. Angelini, inside, outside. What a great move. Stays inside. This is going to be a 4-yard gain. Nice open field tackle. Did I mention Connor Hutchinson on the tackle?
Yeah, Hutchinson's been really involved in the tackling on the defensive side of the ball in this second half. Credit to him to bring down Angelini on that outside run. 2nd down and 5.
Ball at the just short of the 45-yard line. Clock moving, approaching or inside 5.5 minutes. Tight ends, Perazzo and Mazenkis O'Grady, left tackle. Bald or Balday, O'Keefe, the left guard, Lockwood, the center, Flynn, the right guard, Ehrman, the brains of the outfit at right tackle. Here's that power pistol against a 5-man front. Hanover has some new jerseys out there. Angelini runs left, tackled and then helped up. Number 26 in on the stop, Luke Sheridan. It's going to be 3rd and 2. What do you got for Angelini stats?
140 yards on 22 carries.
Wow, it's quite the solid night.
Ball on the 48, heading right to left, sticking with that power pistol. Snap. Ooh, stop. The senior is stopped. Tony Sulman running right. Number 62 on the stop.
Got one.
Balewitz, 4th and 1. What do you do here? Clock moving.
Little shotgun quick kick maybe there,
Yeah.
Paul?
Oh,
No?
go for it.
Go for it. You're up by 3 scores. Go for it.
Mike Marcasella staying on the field. 1,400 plus yards passing, 76% completion percentage, 13 touchdown passes, 11 of those in the last 6 games. And that doesn't even count his touchdown passes tonight, which is 1. Power pistol, 4th and 1, their own 49. Oh!
And they got him to
and
jump.
Hanover jumps.
Great job by the Warriors offense there. Good call by Coach Martinelli there to try and get him to jump and get the free 5 yards and pick up the first down.
And you see the teammates comforting Joe Picard.
And he knows it. He knows it.
But,
Yep.
And he's played so well tonight.
He
right
really
guard at
has.
offense, defensive tackle on defense.
He's made a couple of big blocks tonight in the run game.
Yep.
A lot of key blocks in the pass game as well, and has really done pretty well on that defensive line here in that second half, as you mentioned, Paul.
So 1st and 10, Foxboro at the 46-yard line of Hanover. Clock moving as we approach 3:15 to go. Marcasella still in at quarterback.
He's waiting for the 10-second signal from the back judge.
And there it is. Running left, cuts it up, cuts it in, cuts it out, tries to stay in bounds at the last minute.
Oh, ooh, close.
Nice run
Very
by
close.
Tony
Yeah.
Sullum. I'd let that go.
Yeah.
Sullum tried to pull up and stay in bounds at the last minute to keep the clock running. That didn't seem malicious. I mean, letter of the law, you couldn't argue if they threw the flag, but I'm glad they didn't. Bill?
I agree. There's a time to call it, and there's a time to not. No.
Yeah.
You watch him get to the sideline. He spins back in,
Yep.
believing he was in, and so did everybody else.
Ball's at the 24-yard line. That's a 22-yard run.
Fantastic run by Sullum. This Foxboro team shaping up to look even better next year, I think, Paul.
Heading right to left on the left hash mark. Inside 3 minutes to go. Clock stopped because he was out of bounds. Left guard pulls. Sulman runs right. Nice hit in the backfield. 73, John Regan defensively with the stop. No gain.
Yeah, great job by John Regan, who leads this Hawks team with 4 sacks. A little bit quiet tonight on the defensive side, but he's been big on that offensive line tonight.
Well, that's like you talk about stats there are no stats for.
Yep.
Back in the days when the Patriots ran the 3-4, and the 3 defensive linemen wouldn't have many tackles, but that wasn't their job. It was
Right.
their job to tie up the offensive linemen so the linebackers could run free.
Exactly. And I mean, Wilfork would tie up like 2 or 3
Yes.
offensive linemen. And then
tie
you
up
have Ty
17.
Warren and Richard Seymour on
Yeah.
either side of him. Like, oh, man.
I'll clean up, thank you, said Teddy Bruschi.
What a defense that was.
Second and we can call it 11 at the 25. Schulman running to the left. It's going to be a 5-6 yard gain to the 20. Tackle made by Austin Parker.
Yeah, Sullum getting some time in the backfield there. I'd like to see a little bit more Rashawn Lewis, see him cut back and forth. That quick, shifty sophomore that we've seen run around.
3rd down and 5. Ball's at the 20-yard line. Foxboro taking their time.
Looks like Foxboro players are getting the water coolers ready for Coach
Wow.
Martinelli right now with a minute and a half to go.
That's not going to be
Sullivan
fun.
Keneally, number 24.
You got to sneak.
Tight end and linebacker.
Make sure you sneak around, okay? You got to catch him unsuspectingly
Honey,
here.
it's cold out. You'll catch it death.
Let's get the play-by-play here on the water cooler toss here, Paul.
3rd and 6. Shielded behind number 37, Trevor Palmer. Marcasella letting the play clock run down and delay game. Didn't get it off. 1:04 to go. Where's the water cooler?
They're hiding it.
They're hiding
Oh,
it.
okay.
Oh, yeah, they got a group of guys around it. They're being smart about it. Good job, guys. Good job.
Javon Diaz is helping to screen the cooler, along with number 48, Tristan Williamson. Here at the stadium, they have the camera on Jack Martinelli on the sideline. It's going to be 3rd and 11.
I think they're waiting for kind of all the coaches to kind of be together so they can dump them all at once. I think that's what the strategy is here, Paul.
Foxboro just called the timeout.
Oh, please, God, there's 1:04 to go. More importantly, it's 11:03 at night. Wow. We'll be right back.
Rentham Cooperative Bank, established in 1901, 4 years before the forward pass was introduced to football, is a full-service Massachusetts chartered cooperative bank with no stockholders, helping us make this broadcast possible. They offer personal loans, mortgages, and all of the modern banking services you'd expect. Best of luck to all of the local teams from the Rentham Cooperative Bank. Find out more at renthamcoop.com.
You have to do it right before we come back from break.
Oh, things are getting a little silly here at the press box. Somebody light a match.
Can you blame us?
Don't worry, it's drifting towards Callahan. 3rd down, along 11. Power pistol formation, 2 tight ends, 2 fullbacks around the shotgun, quarterback and a tailback. Schulman runs left, pops it outside, gets to the edge, stay in. And they keep the clock running because the side judge is thinking of us.
He wants to go home too.
Yes.
They're moving the water cooler up now, Paul.
And the line of scrimmage is now going to be
15. We're at the 15.
The 15-yard line. So that was the 20. That's a 10-yard run. And it's going to be 4th and 2. Clock moving inside 28 seconds. 42-21. Foxboro over Hanover, this close to being the Division 5 champion.
Last snap.
There they go. They're sneaking up on them. They're going to get him. I think they're going to get him here.
Again, they run to Schulman left. He's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown on the final play of the senior captain's career. And there goes the Gatorade over Jack Martinelli. And if they had practiced Monday, he'd make him run extra sprints. Touchdown, Schulman, a 15-yard touchdown run. Tony Solman.
Some great sportsmanship taking place down on the field right now at the goal line. Nope. No extra point.
We got a 13-year referee in the booth. What are you asking me for?
The game is over. Nope.
Solman with the 15-yard touchdown run, 48-21.
To end the game, nonetheless.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Foxboro on the field of Gillette Stadium in Foxboro, Massachusetts, comes away with a 48-21 victory. We want to congratulate Hanover for a tremendous season this year.
Yeah, phenomenal season.
Near record-setting performance by their quarterback. Ends the season with 38 touchdown passes, 7 interceptions. But for Foxboro, they're going to finish 12-1 and champions of Division 5 for the first time since when? 2006, I believe?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
In the past couple of years, they've made it to the Final Four, if I'm not mistaken, Paul, and just couldn't get over the hump. But this year, completely flipped the script. Jack Martinelli doing a great job with this Foxboro team, a physical, hard-nosed, well-prepared team who plays together and plays for each other, and you could tell that all game long as you see them hugging around and Martinelli hugging all of his players at this point. You can tell the players have the utmost respect for Jack Martinelli and what he's been able to do for these young men.
Hanover scored first, a 66-yard touchdown pass from Scalzi to John McDonald, who can play for my team anytime. Foxboro came back with a 41-yard touchdown pass on a wheel route to number 22, Ryan Foley. Recovered a fumble when 3 Hanover players collided in the backfield. Fumble was recovered by defensive end Trevor Palmer, the only undersized player on the entire Foxboro team. Ben Angelini scored his 24th touchdown of the year from 6 yards out. Another fumble on their second play from scrimmage. After that, a scoop and score by number 44, Mazenkis O'Grady, his 5th touchdown of the season. Wow. Next touchdown was a 7-yard touchdown run by Ben Angelini, his 25th of the year. A 1-yard touchdown leap by Lincoln Moore, their leading tackler on defense. By the way, we missed a 12-yard touchdown pass for Scalzi to Johnson. And then the final touchdown on the final, 2 more touchdowns. Touchdown by number 5. So that was 2 touchdowns for Sulman. He scored their 4th and the last 2 touchdowns. Also a 11-yard touchdown pass from Scalzi to Vinny Mancini. Final score, 48-21. Ryan, final comments.
Geez, just an unbelievable weekend. Well, not weekend, couple of days of football, Paul. This has been an absolute blast hanging out in the press booth here with you and the entire team.
Well, after we pulled you away for the food in the press room.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I got your garlic bread,
You did.
okay?
Thank you very much.
I did get your garlic bread, all right? That's all you asked for. I got it. I came through. All right, but an unbelievable game. And I think the story of this game was the early mistakes by Hanover, the uncharacteristic mistakes that they made. And Foxboro took full advantage of those mistakes, and they just never looked back. They came out and punched them right in the mouth, and they played physical, and they never looked back. What an unbelievable performance by the Warriors in their first state title since 2006.
Exactly. Bill, do you have any confidence in your final stats?
I'm gonna channel Bob Uecker from Major League. Who cares? But I won't.
That's why you're the best color man in the business.
I won't end it by "we stink." You know? Foxboro, just personally, Foxboro, they came out physical, quick, very well disciplined. Hanover, I don't think Hanover was prepared because of the layoff that they had for Thanksgiving. I don't think they were prepared to go up against one of the best teams in the Hockomock.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's 35 teams in Division 5 this year in the MIAA, and this is the final 2 teams in the state. How about a great round of applause for 2 fabulous, outstanding football teams? If I could have the head coach and captains please come forward from Hanover High School, please. For you to your team to remember the great season you guys have had. These are all mementos for you to remember this season. Thank you so much for being part of this. It's really great to be part of it and show football to all of us in Massachusetts. You're a big part of it. Thank you so very much. Congratulations for a wonderful season. And thanks for being here, playing a great game. Coach, thank you very much.
Here comes Martin. Here comes
and
the
now could I have the
trophy.
captains and the head coach from Foxboro High School Warriors please come forward. I'm extremely proud to present the Division 5 State Championship Trophy for Massachusetts to Coach Jack Martinelli and the Foxboro Warriors.
And there it is. I'm Paul Healy. He's Ryan Dolinger. Bill Keith Jr., thanks for joining us in the booth. That was fun.
Thank you, Paul.
It's been one hell of a year, Paul.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, it's been an absolute privilege to call games with you in the booth this season, and a credit to Jim Jones for reaching out to me and giving me the opportunity to do color commentary with you this year. It's been an absolute blast. I won't forget it, and maybe I'll get to join you for basketball season.
It's looking that way. Kevin Callahan today on graphics. Peter Bray on camera. Thank you so much. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. Again, 24 hours after this broadcast, our video will be linked up with the audio from the radio call, and it will be available for viewing on the AACS YouTube channel forever. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you enjoyed watching these games as much as we enjoyed calling them. Have a great night, everyone.